And here we go. New Year's Eve. We have approximately 5.5 hours remaining in 2025. And yes, the Knicks taking on San Antonio down in San Antonio are undermanned, going up against a pretty healthy San Antonio team. So naturally, I'm expecting our Knicks to walk out a win. Let's go ahead and start the show. We are back. Back like we never left. We are here in San Antonio, in Texas, taking on the Spurs yet again, except tonight it actually counts for the record. We are here. Yes, we are undermanned. Yes, we don't have Robinson. Yes, we don't have Josh Hart. No, we still don't have Landry Shamet. But you know what? I just have this funny feeling, even though the Spurs should be heavily favored to beat the Knicks tonight, I'm always going to ride with our guys. Here tonight, the Knicks look to make a statement to the rest of the league, especially to that Western Conference. That superiority conflict, that superiority contest is going to come back to bite them in the butt. Because the Eastern Conference, the New York Knicks, are here to make a statement. Out here on the West Coast, down in Texas, we don't run from any issues. We don't run from our problems. We don't run from Big Victor Wembanyama and the alien down there in Texas, because we are here. Captain Clutch got us. Karl-Anthony Towns is going to step up. No Robinson. And guess what? I expect Mike Brown to dig deep into the bench, and I expect our guys to dig one out of the mud here tonight. So let's go ahead and let's run through it. Big Rud, what's up, Big Rud? Raph Torres, what's up, Raph? Big Rud, my man. Yes, sir. We got the cowboy fit on. Here we go. Jose NYC. What's up, Jose? Rafael Torres, my man Raph. What's up, Raph? Joseph, Dantem, Daniel Berry Sports, my man Justice Dad. Of course, Namar, Ernest Cash. Appreciate y'all. Let's do it. Let's do it. We are down here in Texas. I'm taking no prisoners. This town ain't big enough for the two of us. It definitely ain't. Knicks walking out with the victory. Mayweather, what's up, Mayweather? Ready to play Texas Hold'em. I mean, we down here in Texas, we might as well. And guess what? We walking away with the victory. That's for sure. Oda Austin, what's up, Oda? Happy New Year to you, too. Happy New Year to everybody in the chat. Like I said, we have approximately 5.5 hours remaining in the new year, and the Knicks need to walk into 2026 as winners. Taking on the Spurs tonight, they need to walk away with a victory. And I know it's a tall order to ask. I get that. Third game on the road. We had two tough ones against Atlanta and New Orleans going in tonight. Extremely undermanned with no Robinson, no Josh Hart, still no Landry Shamet. But you know what? This team's just got something about them. And so I'm not doubting them. And while the Spurs are favored, and I understand that, and I'm not going to be disappointed with a loss, but there's just something about this team. There's something about them that I just have to take them tonight. I do. So let's go ahead. Let's run through it. Rose Pierre, what's up, Robes? Let me take my shades off so we can look each other in the eyes. Because when I say this, I mean it. There's just something about this team. They should not win tonight. But for some reason, I have an expectation that they're going to walk away as victors. Let's see. San Antonio are losers of their last two. They're on a little mini skid here. They've lost games that they probably should not have lost. They got their butts kicked by Cleveland the other night, a healthy Cleveland. Cleveland also won today, so starting around back into form, starting to get back on track. But we're not worried about Cleveland. We're worried about San Antonio tonight. So let's go ahead. Let's run through it. Do we start where we always start? Because, of course, we do. We start with the captain, Jalen Brunson. Let me tell you something about Jalen Brunson. I got nothing new to say. Because that's Jalen Marquise Brunson right there. And what does he do? He comes up clutch when we need him most. And he's been doing that since he put on a Knicks jersey. Gabriel, what's up, Gabriel? So fly, let's go, Knicks. Cheers from the 26. We are here, baby. We are here. Mayweather said, you're right, the Knicks play up the competition. They don't fold. They are not favored tonight, nor should they be favored. Down as many guys as they're down as many important players as they're down. They're down their two of their three best rebounders between Mitchell Robinson and Josh Hart. So they got beat up on the glass pretty badly against the New Orleans Pelicans. And the Spurs are a lot bigger of a team. So it might be a rough outing today on the glass. So we're going to need all hands on deck. We need everybody to chip in on the boards, and we're going to need everybody to knock down perimeter shots because that's probably our best way of winning tonight. But I'm not counting them out. Rav Torres said the Spurs lost against the Cleveland Cavaliers. We beat them already. I mean, we did, but the Cavs are getting a little bit healthier. And also the Spurs didn't show up for that game as much as they probably should have. So I'm sure, here's the thing about this matchup, though. I'm sure the Spurs looked at the Cavs and like, oh, yeah, they're having a rough season. And they kind of went in there and they got their butts kicked a little bit. It happens during the course of a regular season. You underestimate your opponent, and the next thing you know, you're in a dogfight and you can't pull it out at the end. I'm almost 100% positive. This Spurs team, Victor Wembanyama, as competitive as he is, everything we've seen and heard about him, he is looking for some revenge tonight. And we'll get to talking about the Spurs players as we always do. He is looking for some revenge tonight. The Spurs team is looking for some revenge tonight after losing the NBA Cup to the Knicks. And I think they're going to take this game as seriously as they took those Thunder games. It is a holiday, so I'm sure they're looking to beat up on the Knicks and the year as victors, feeling good about themselves. Like, okay, listen, we did beat the Knicks. We also beat the Thunder. We're good. We're ready. Here we go, right? But like I said, about Jalen Brunson, don't have much to say because that's JB. That's Captain Clutch. He does what he does. I don't care what he's shooting during the game, even though he always shoots it pretty damn well. 48% from the field. The thing that's really skyrocketing right now for Jalen Brunson is his three-point shooting. He's at 38.5. I expect him to be hovering around 40. He's already hovering around 40, but I expect him to be hovering around 40 for the remainder of the season and probably get really close to 40, if not over 40, by the end of the season. Rose Pearson, we already in the new year. And in case I pass away earlier, wish a good new year to you, to Sheffy and all. Wish a good new year to you, Rose Pierre. We gonna make it. We gonna make it together. Chris Kahn, what's up, Chris Kahn? Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir. We had to pull out the cowboy fifth today down here in Texas. We had to come outfit appropriate for the opponent. But we go over to Karl-Anthony Towns, and as important Jalen Brunson is, Karl-Anthony Towns may be Karl-Anthony Towns may be just as important here tonight. Karl-Anthony Towns, was okay against New Orleans. He picked up some dumb, silly fouls. Karl-Anthony Towns was spectacular against Atlanta. That's been his two road games so far. He's been solid. He's been cool. He's been great. All of the things. He's been frustrating. He's been annoying. He's been disappointing. All of the things Karl-Anthony Towns tends to be super inconsistent on both sides as the season has gone on. This is a big game. With no Mitchell Robinson, we're going to need Big Cat. He's our best rebounder. He is our only really good rebounder remaining with no Josh Hart, no Mitchell Robinson. They're going to get beat up on the glass a little bit. So no silly fouls from Towns tonight. Got to knock down that perimeter shot, shooting it at 36.5%. We got to get that percentage a little bit higher. He's a better shooter than this. He's getting good looks. Need him to knock him down. I'm expecting Karl-Anthony Towns to show up and show up big tonight. Right? When we need your most, big dog, I expect you to show up. And with no Robinson, no Hart, still no Shamit, I expect my man Karl-Anthony Towns to step up. Finesse Full J, what's up, Finesse? Big Purr got to show up. We got to get big cities tonight. We absolutely have to have big cities tonight. Let's go to the dog, the Warden, OG Anunoby. My man, 15.5 points per game, 5.5 rebounds, 2 assists, having a heck of a year. But honestly, none of these statistics, not even the steals or the blocks, showcase the level of productivity he has been putting out on the defensive side of the ball this season. Incredibly clutch all year on the defensive side, which is often sometimes not even looked at in terms of how clutch a player is what they do on the defensive side of the ball. But locked up Atlanta and Jalen Johnson to end that game against Atlanta and pull out the victory. Locked up, maybe didn't lock up Zion, but locked up Zion and the New Orleans Pelicans to help pull out that game, including incredibly clutch offensive plays as well. OG Anunoby's been phenomenal so far this year. Don't have too many complaints. Knock down the open ones. The three-point percentage has been plummeting for a while now. He was shooting it at around 41% from three-point range. It's now down to 36.5. We know he's a better three-point shooter than this. He'll get back to it. Since coming back from the injury, he's been extremely inconsistent with his three-point shooting, so I expect him to get back to it at some point here in these next couple of games. But again, the schedule has not been kind to the Knicks. They're not on the road. They've been playing every other day. They have not had 2 days off to sort of kind of recoup and recover themselves after making the Vegas trip. I know we've harped on the schedule a little bit so far this year, especially after the Vegas championship game. Harped on the schedule a little bit, maybe even too much, but still need at least 2 days off before I can clear away that. Part of the reason Robinson isn't playing, and we'll get to Robinson, is because they have not had more than 1 day off in between these games. Prime, what's up, Prime? Ready to win my parlays tonight? Yes, sir. I'm rooting for you. Gino Mania, what's up, Gino? Wemby can play today. Wemby is playing today. He's probably in the starting lineup. Actually, I'm like 99% sure he's in the starting lineup. The only way he's not in the starting lineup is if he's not playing today. He has been in the starting lineup. They finally put him back in after coming back from the calf injury. Raf Torres, what's up, Raf? Who played today? We'll go around the league. Hopefully we have more than enough time. We still have about 20 minutes before tip-off, so I think we're pretty good. Mikal Bridges, Mr. Consistent, continues to be extremely consistent, coming off a 10-assist, 1-turnover game. Extremely impressive, very good, very important for this team to have Mikal Bridges fill in the gaps like that. Need his scoring today. Going to need some more rebounding from Mikal. Going to need his usual good brand of defense, and we're going to need him to continue to playmake the way he has been playmaking, especially down Josh Hart, who's an underrated playmaker for this team. 41.7%, I'll round up for him. 42% from three-point range is very important for this team, especially with OG Anunoby being inconsistent. Hopefully we have a good shooting night from OG Anunoby, but getting Deuce McBride back, who we'll get to, is still important for this team because that three-point shooting, the ability to stretch the court, is extremely important. And having Deuce McBride back, the defender, is also just as important. But we'll get to him. Josh Hart still remains out. No update, no timetable for Josh Hart. He'll be evaluated when they get back home. He did not make the trip. So it was automatically known that he was going to miss these 3 games. Shake Lugo, what's up, Shake? Finesse said, what will our second unit look like tonight? It's hard to predict, Finesse. I'm not even going to lie because of the way Mike Brown utilizes this team. It's been beautiful. He's just calling on everybody. Give me whatever you got tonight, and then we'll go with the hot hand. It's been incredibly impressive. Jason, what's up, Jason? Getting dressed up for the big old women in San Antonio, I see. Them big old women down there in San Antonio, Texas. I mean, we here, we're ready to go. We had the dress for the occasion. For sure. Jamie Dang, what's up, Jamie? How will win the race to 10? I don't know. Muhammad, what's up, Muhammad? Big run. Lace up. Let's do it. Josh Hart remains out. We don't have a timetable for Josh Hart as of yet. We'll probably get an update on the timetable for him when the team returns from their road trip here tonight. Tonight is their last game on the road. They will be going back home after this. Gino said all Spurs players can play today. Yes, the Spurs are incredibly healthy. They've gotten healthy. Fox missed the start of the year with some injuries. He's back. Wemby missed some time with the injuries. He's back. Various other players have missed some time. Steph Castle missed some time with some injuries. But everybody's back for the Spurs. The Knicks trying to get to where the Spurs are in terms of their health. They're missing a ton of players. But a guy they recently got back as late as the previous game against the Pelicans. Deuce McBride in his first game back closed against the Pelicans. That's how important, in case anybody was questioning how important Deuce McBride is to this team, to this rotation, to this coaching staff. He closed that game against the Pelicans, number one, because of that three-point shooting, still lining it up from the perimeter, 44% for him. And having a pretty damn good shooting night against the Pelicans, racked up, I believe, what did he have, 14 points, something like that in his return from injury? Deuce McBride, 11.7, 2.6, 2.4, but something not depicted in our graphics here is the level of impact a guy like Deuce McBride can have on the defensive side of the ball. His point of attack defense is incredibly important. It's going to be incredibly important today, especially against a guy like Fox or a guy like Castle. As small as he is, I do think his defense should be able to bother them just enough. He does a really good job of keeping guys out of the paint. Of course, these guys can always rise up and shoot over them, but just keeping them out of the paint and not allowing the defense to collapse as often as it collapsed with Deuce McBride, not in the rotation. Having Deuce McBride is like, okay, and it just opens up a plethora of opportunities for Mike Brown to continue to experiment with this rotation in this roster. And, you know, him alongside Jalen Brunson just continues to be magic. It just continues to be magic. Gino said, thank you, bro. I'm from the Philippines. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Gino from the Philippines, brother. Appreciate you, man. Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson's out today. He was out against the Pelicans. We saw how desperate they do need Mitchell Robinson, right? Those were some pretty rough games without him. And how do I want to phrase this? I should probably pull up the exact way that the Knicks organization has phrased it, but Mitchell Robinson is out for injury load management, right? He did not suffer a setback. He did not suffer a new injury. He simply purported soreness in his foot and his ankle area to the medical staff when they do their post-game kind of checkup on their players. Said, yeah, foot's a little sore. And so, okay, you're done. You're sitting out. Mike Brown also said that this was already a planned thing for Mitchell Robinson because of the schedule. Again, harping on the schedule. But, you know, when you don't have more than one day off and you're constantly on the road and then you're at home and then you're on the road again, you don't have a ton of opportunity to sort of sit down with the medical staff and really get yourself right. So Mitchell Robinson, it was planned for him to sit these 2 games. I don't know how far in advance it was planned, but he is not suiting up for these 2 games. And Mike Brown has already reported when the Knicks come back, they go back to New York, and then they have a back-to-back situation against Atlanta against Philly. Mike Brown said he'll play one of those games as usual. He won't play both. He'll sit out one of the games, but he will play one of those games. He's not hurt. He's not a setback. He's not injured or anything like that. He just reported some foot soreness, and they said, okay, cool. So these 2 games are the games you're going to take off because you've had some foot soreness. No need to push Mitchell Robinson because, like we always talk about, far more important to have Robinson available for April, May, and June as opposed to having him ready for December and January. So Jason said, Mo Diawara in the starting lineup again. I mean, I don't know how you can pull him out of the starting lineup after the performance he put on against the Pelicans. A career night for him, right? Got to continue to reward the kid. Jamie said, what time does the game start? The game starts here on the East Coast. It starts at 7. And so the tip-off will be at 7:10, but in about 20 minutes, whatever time you're in. Gino said, shout out for my wife, Sherry. Shout out to Sherry Dawn from the Philippines. Appreciate you, Gino. Appreciate you and your wife, Sherry. Rav Torres said, we can wait to be the Spurs and show them we're better than them. Let's go New York Knicks. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's do it. So no Robinson tonight. Brings us right into Landry Shamet. No Shamet tonight. No real updates on Shamet. The last update we got was, about a week ago, and they said a month. So we're going to have to wait for another update sometime in January. Hopefully it's not too much longer, but I'm expecting another 2 or 3 weeks-ish before we get a real update of like, oh yeah, he's ramping up to come back to competition. But thankfully, it seems like Landry Shamet has had no real setbacks. Hopefully he continues to have a very prosperous recovery period here with no more setbacks or no setbacks to begin with. He hasn't had one. Need him. They need him. Point blank, they need him. We get the Jordan Clarkson, JC, 00. Got to update this picture. He's not number 1. He's number 0. I get it. Number 00. I get it. George, what's up, George? Are the Knicks barbecuing tonight? I mean, they got to knock down their threes, grab some rebounds, and it will be barbecue chicken from there. I do expect this team, for whatever reason, I just have this gut feeling that I think they could pull it out tonight. It's a tall task to order. I get that. I'm not going to be disappointed if they lose because the deck is stacked against them. But I just got this feeling they might be able to pull it out. Raph said, can't wait for the game tonight. We got about 20 more minutes before we get the tip-off, so we all right. We all right. We almost there, Raph. We're almost there. But Jordan Clarkson's been pretty damn good for the Knicks as of late. Feel like he's really kind of hit a nice sweet spot with this team where he just kind of fully understands what his role is and how the offense operates. He still gives us really chaotic possessions. The defense is always going to be a question mark with him. And the question mark usually ends with like an exclamation point about it being bad. But either way, sometimes he makes some good defensive plays. But Jordan Clarkson has still been extremely good and extremely positive for this New York Knicks team. 44% from the field, 34% from three-point range. He's kind of getting back on track to some respectable percentages all around. We've talked about him being a roller coaster, as I wrote down here. Started the year low, came up, started to really figure his way out, and then fell off a cliff with his production and his percentages and his efficiency, and has finally started to rise back up. 44% from the field, 34% from three-point range is somewhat respectable. It's obviously a little bit lower than I'd like it to be, but for a sixth man, a bucket gutter like him off the bench, it's respectable. Rav Torres said, are we supposed to put Jordan Clarkson in the game? I need JC to step up. We're going to need everybody to step up tonight. The last time we beat the Spurs, we got we had surprise performances from Jordan Clarkson, from Tyler Kolek, and so we're going to need some surprise performances tonight from everybody, and then good games from our stars. Jason said, betting on the Knicks tonight is like betting Triple J over 10 boards. It's a lock. Let's get it. Yeah, man, expect the unexpected. Triple J gave us an unexpected performance last night, grabbing 10 big old rebounds. I think he ended the night with 11, something like that. But either way, the Knicks also are going to have to defy expectations here tonight to pull out this victory. Susan, what's up, Susan? Love your hat. Appreciate you, Susan. Appreciate you. Chaos Kid, what's up, Chaos Kid? Happy New Year to you. My brother, Happy New Year to you, Susan, and everybody else in the chat. We are approaching 2026 extremely fast. We are now about, 6 hours away? 5 hours away? 5 hours away. Where I've said Kolek and Brunson on fire. Gonna need them to continue to the good play. Speaking of continue good play, Yabusele, do I have something positive to say about Yabusele? Not really. But he did knock down 3 threes against the New Orleans Pelicans, and they needed all 3 of those threes in order to pull that game out. So shout out to Guerschon Yabusele for staying ready, coming into the game, and knocking down some perimeter shots at a time in which we really needed somebody to come in and knock down some perimeter shots because they had a very uneven game. Brunson knocked down a bunch of threes. Yabusele knocked down a bunch of threes. Mo Diawara knocked down a bunch of threes unexpectedly. But outside of that, they really struggled from the three-point line. And Yabusele came in, knocked down some big important baskets for them to help them pull that game out. Actually skyrocketed his percentage up to 34%, which is somewhat respectable. Not good, but somewhat respectable now. We're approaching respectability yet, right? Expecting it. Approaching it. And we got the Tyler Kolek. We've made the Tyler Kolek graphic. We're here with the Kolek graphic. I do expect him to remain a part of the rotation for the most part. Again, we'll see what happens when the team is fully healthy because I still think he might be the outside man looking in who may occasionally get some spot minutes here and there, but I don't think he's going to be a consistent part of the rotation. But again, he might surprise me. We might need Tyler to put the cape on the way he did during the NBA Cup performance, but with Deuce McBride back, I'm sure he'll probably get a lot of those minutes, but Tyler Kolek is extremely important. He still ended the Pelicans game with 7 and 5, so he's still extremely impactful when he comes to the games. Very important minutes for Tyler Kolek coming up here tonight again on a rematch against San Antonio Spurs, considering what he did to them the last time they played. Let's go over to the San Antonio Spurs now. Victor Wembanyama, the alien, doing what the alien does. My goodness, is this man terrifying to have to go up against every single time. I don't know how tall he is. What is he, like 8'9"? It's really like 7'5", but I think he's probably closer to 7'6". Julian Champagnie in the starting lineup, by the way. We still have Diawara in the starting lineup. Love to see that. Yeah, I don't know. I listed him as about 8'9". That's probably closer to what his real height is compared to what ESPN puts down. But 24 points per game, 11.7 rebounds, 3.5 assists to 3.3 turnovers. He has the ball in his hands a lot. He's a high-usage player. Can be a little wobbly with his handle every now and again. Niall Dimitri, what's up, Niall? Joseph said Wemby's like 10 feet. Yeah, I don't know. We might have to increase this 8'9". He might be taller than that. But 51.5% from the field, 84% from the foul line, 35% three-point range. There really is nothing to add to Victor Wembanyama. We know what he's capable of. We know what he can do. 3 blocks a game. It's Wemby. You just pray to the basketball gods that you survive the Wembanyama experience, right? Survive it. We get to De'Aaron Fox, and especially with no Mitchell Robinson, by the way. You really got to survive those Wembanyama minutes. We get to De'Aaron Fox, the second best player on the team. They traded for Fox last year. He's been a breath of fresh air for a team that's needed a legit starting point guard for a while. They had Chris Paul as a starting point guard last year, and as good as Chris Paul has been throughout his career, the old man just wasn't really the kind of guy to lead a franchise anymore. 21.5 points for De'Aaron Fox, 3.7 rebounds, 6 assists. The Knicks' perimeter defense is going to be tested today, especially without their lockdown defenders. Bridges, Anunoby, McBride, boy, oh boy, you guys are going to need to step up because De'Aaron Fox is tough to handle. With no Josh Hart available, who actually guarded De'Aaron Fox decently well the last time the Knicks played, came up with a big block at the end on Fox was Josh Hart. And so without him, good luck. Good luck staying in front of the probably fastest player in the league right now. We get to Steph Castle, one of the more intriguing players for the San Antonio Spurs at 21 years old in his second season. 18.5 points per game, 5 boards, 7 assists, filling up the stat sheet. Even the percentages are on the rise, 50% from the field. Still only shooting 27% from three-point range, so you want to dare him to shoot, although he has been lighting the nets on fire as of late. So hopefully he doesn't have a good shooting night against the Knicks because it'll be tough. Because if he's knocking down threes and he still has this level of athleticism and driving ability, boy, oh boy, does it feel like impossible to guard the Spurs team between Castle driving, Wemby in the paint, Fox's quickness. You're kind of looking around for an answer, and it's going to be tough to find one. Don on More Music. What's up, Don? Happy to see you back, brother. I've got Ontario Reign tickets tonight, so I have to dip in about an hour. We'll appreciate you, Don. We'll appreciate you hanging out with us for a while. Enjoy yourself tonight, big dog. Happy New Year to you. Rap said we're going to step up and play different against the Spurs. Let's go New York Knicks. I hope so. I hope so. Prime, reminder people to the like button. Appreciate you, Prime. If you're enjoying yourselves here tonight, go ahead, hit that like button. That thumbs up button right there likes the stream, and it is by far the best thing you can do to help support the channel, help support the community. We get over to Devin Vassell. Devin Vassell has started to come back down to earth a little bit as a shooter. Not even back down to earth. He's in a little bit of a slump because he is a very good shooter. He was shooting at around 41% for a while there. Now dipping back down to about 38% here. He's 42% from the field. Can be an inconsistent shooter and isn't much of a driver to the rim, much of a slasher. He's more of a jump shooter. He settles for a lot of mid-range shots and settles for a lot of threes, especially in transition is when he usually likes to pull up from three. And so averaging 15 a game, 4 boards, 2.4 assists. He's a really good fourth guy, kind of their version of Mikal Bridges, but not as good as Mikal Bridges just yet. He's only 25 years old. He's good. He's solid. You hope he doesn't have a knockdown three-point shooting night, but is obviously an extremely capable three-point shooter. King Free, what's up, King Free? This will be a tough game. It is going to be a tough game. Put up a good fight. Put up a good fight. Maybe try and steal it at the end like you've done on the road for all 3 of these games, for both of those games, and hopefully all 3 of these games here tonight. We got the Jeremy Sochan. Don't have much to say about Sochan because Sochan is now entirely out of the rotation. He went from being a starter to then coming off the bench to now being completely out of the rotation. He just has not just improved his game to the point where the coaching staff, Coach Mitch Johnson, has had the trust to put him in games to help this team win basketball games. 50%, under 50% from the field, 49.5%, about, I'll round it up for him, 50% from the field, but only 27% as a three-point shooter, and playing alongside Victor Wembanyama and Steph Castle and De'Aaron Fox, guys who can get into the paint and collapse the defense. You have to have guys who you can kick it out to, or guys who are excellent finishers in the paint, and Jeremy Sochan isn't really either of those, and so he initially saw his minutes slashed to the point where he's not even a part of the rotation anymore. He is a bench warmer. He is a depth piece at this point, and at 22 years old, probably a trade piece to some team looking to add an interesting Swiss Army knife, but, you know, jack of all trades, master of none type, which isn't the greatest kind of archetype to be in the NBA because the NBA is kind of filled with specialists unless you're a star. I don't think Jeremy Sochan's a star. I don't even think he's a starter. Leo, what's up, Leo? Happy New Year to you, brother. Anthony GNT, what's up, Anthony GNT? After 42 years, this is the most confident I've felt as a Knicks fan. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, as you should be. With good reason. With good reason. This team inspires confidence. Now, they have a tall task in front of them here tonight against the San Antonio Spurs. San Antonio Spurs fully healthy. New York Knicks, not so much. Not so much. Missing Mitchell Robinson, missing Josh Hart, missing Landry Shaman. And Mayweather with a very generous super chat. I appreciate you, Mayweather. Thank you, man. Thanks for the pregame breakdowns. You do, my guy. Glad to meet you. Good luck to you and the New York Knicks. I appreciate you, Mayweather, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for your generosity, man. Thank you. Whew. Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper is, I think, the leader for Sixth Man of the Year. Boy, oh boy, and he's not going to win. He's not going to win Rookie of the Year because Cooper Flagg and Con Knuppel both exist. But my goodness, has he skyrocketed to third in those standings. He is phenomenal so far this year. 12 points per game, 3.4 rebounds, 4.1 assists, only 1.7 turnovers. When you already have Castle and Fox as your starters, and then you can bring in a guy like Harper off the bench to continue to play alongside either one of them or both of them and have a 3-guard lineup out there. I mean, the weight of the world is off of this guy's shoulders. And then you have the ultimate cheat code of, oh yeah, I could just lob it over the top of everybody and just get it to my best player in Victor Wembanyama. I don't actually have to be super careful with the ball because it's Wemby. I can just lob it 10 feet into the air and he's the only guy who's going to go up and grab it. Lana Monas with a blind. K Hazy, what's up, K Hazy? Dan Tim said, would the Knicks get Giannis? Probably not, brother. Probably not. I would not hold my breath for it. Prime said, jack of all trades, master of none, often better than a master of none. Than a master of one? Not in the NBA, though. Not in the NBA, Prime. If you are a master at, like, look at Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson is a master at one skill, offensive rebounding. Look how extremely valuable he is to his team. If Mitchell Robinson was a little bit better offensively and a little bit worse as an offensive rebounder, guess what? He wouldn't be nearly as valuable because he's not a good offensive player, and being a little bit better as an offensive player is not going to help subsidize the things that he does bad on a basketball court, which is a lot of things, right? If you can be a master of one in the NBA, you have a roster spot for 10 plus years. in the NBA, right? If you are a knockdown, look at Luke Kennard. All Luke Kennard can do in his career is knock down an open three. And guess what? That guy continues to find his way on NBA rosters. Guy can't guard a traffic cone. And yet, he's a part of the Atlanta Hawks, was a part of the Memphis Grizzlies last year, was a part of numerous teams throughout his career. In the NBA, you need to have a skill set that is that you can do at a top tier in comparison to a lot of other players in the league. And right now, Sohan can't really do anything. Can't do anything. Blabbering Buddha, what's up, Blabbering Buddha? Joseph Pastor, what's up, Joseph Pastor? He's overrated at 10 feet, 10 foot tall. He should be putting up 35 and 12 a game. He's too light. All right, brother. I mean, he averages over 3 blocks a game. He's got his team as the second best record in the league. I don't know about that one. Lionel Monis, Happy New Year to you, Lionel. Jason said Kate Cunningham was running around those traffic cones last night in L.A. He was. And those are some traffic cones down there in L.A. Lionel said, let's close out the year with a win. I just got this funny feeling. The Knicks should not win this game. Let's be real. The Knicks should not win. They don't have the horses to win tonight. They're not healthy. The Spurs are fully healthy. The Spurs have all the motivation in the world as, they want to get revenge for losing the championship in, I don't want to say embarrassing fashion, but Wemby kind of got embarrassed by Mitchell Robinson. And with no Mitchell Robinson, no Josh Hart, no Landry Shamet, the Knicks, are behind the 8 ball here tonight against the Spurs. They should not win this game, right? If we're being fully remove ourselves, unbiased fans, if we look at this basketball game, the Knicks should not win. But for some reason, I expect this team to put up a tough fight and maybe find a way to steal it at the end. Mark, what's up, Mark? Appreciate you, brother. Dylan Harper's fantastic. But let's keep it moving. We get to Harrison Barnes, and I probably have to make a Julian Champagnie one. Unless I do. I think I might have a Julian Champagnie one going. Harrison Barnes, his role in this team at 33 years old is to knock down that three-point shot, and he's still knocking it down at a high level. He had a really cold stretch down there in Vegas, but since coming out of Vegas, he's found his range again, so it's going to be a tough matchup with Harrison Barnes actually being able to knock down shots again. 12.3 points per game, 3.3 rebounds, 2.1 assists. At this point in his career, he's playing solid defense, he's attacking closeouts, he's knocking down threes, and he's being a veteran leadership out there. He's bringing veteran leadership out there for this San Antonio team. Kevin Ellis, what's up, Kevin? Mitchell Robinson doesn't just rebound, he also plays defense. He's a good shot blocker. I mean, he averages like 1 block shot a game. He's not much of a shot blocker anymore. He'll be the first to tell you. We had an interview with Fred Katz where Fred Katz was like, you're a shot blocker, and so when you're out there, and Mitchell Robinson corrected him, he's like, I'm not a shot blocker. I'm a rim protector. I'm not chasing around shot blocks anymore. That's not a part of his game. If he can get them, he gets them, but he contests shots at the rim, and that's honestly better defense than usually coming up with a block shot. If you can force a bad miss and then snag the rebound, which Mitchell Robinson often does, that's much better defense than just smacking the ball out of bounds and giving the possession right back to them. It's all about winning the possession game. And if you contest the shot or maybe even block it, but you are able to retain the possession, that is better and more beneficial for your team than blocking a shot out of bounds. And Mitchell Robinson, he said it. Words out of his mouth. He's no longer a shot blocker. Doesn't consider himself one. But he is good on defense. But I will say this year has not been all that good on defense. He's been okay. At stretches, he's been really good. But for the most part, I think he's kind of been a little disappointing defensively this year. Come playoff time, I know what to expect. He's going to be really good. He's going to be really good defensively come playoff time. But so far during the regular season, it's kind of been a mixed bag and probably a little bit closer to subpar for Mitchell Robinson standards. Mark, Happy New Year to you. Mark, we are approaching 2026 very quickly. Very quickly. Stir Show, what's up, Stir Show? Young On, what's up, Young? We get to Keldon Johnson. Keldon Johnson, one of the better backup wings in the league right now. 6'5", a little shorter, but he's a little mini Josh Hart, where he puts his head down, he goes to the basket, he makes things happen. He's a really good rebound for his size, 6.4 boards. He brings toughness, and guess what? The three-point shooting's starting to come around. He started the year not knocking down any sort of jump shots from the perimeter. Now, Keldon Johnson, 42% from three-point range. Now you have to close out on him, and that is only going to improve his driving game. Very difficult guy to match up with. Would have been a great matchup for Josh Hart, and unfortunately no Josh Hart. Maybe even a Landry Shamet, but also no Landry Shamet. So Mo Diawara, Kevin McCullough, come on down. Let's see if the Knicks can work some magic yet again with their young players in their rotation here tonight. Luke Kornet has worked himself into being one of the best backup bigs in the NBA. I was actually, when I was updating his stats here for the graphic, I was actually going through his career, and it was really only like 2 or 3 years ago where he really kind of cemented himself as like, oh, I'm actually a good, legit rotation player down there in Boston. Two seasons ago. Last season he was good, and that worked himself to getting a nice contract here with the San Antonio Spurs, and he's been one of the best backup bigs in the NBA. And even when Wemby went down, they didn't miss too much of a beat because Kornet's a pretty damn good player in his own right. 8.1 points, 6.7 rebounds. The Knicks not having the size to match up with him with Robinson off the bench really hurts. And then Carter Bryant I threw up here because I really like him as a rookie. He's not a part of the rotation. He gets spot minutes, and at this point in big games, he doesn't even really play at all, obviously. But I just like him, so I threw him up there. We are getting ready for the tip-off here, so let's go ahead and get right to it. I have a couple of other games tipping off already here. We can look real quick. The Cavs beat the Suns. The Magic beat the Pacers. Come on, Pacers. You got to pull some of these games out. The Hawks beat the Timberwolves. Unexpected outcome there. Warriors beat the Hornets. And that's it. That's it. And then we got a couple other games going on here tonight, including our Knicks game. So let's go ahead, throw up the game cast, and let's do it. Let's do it, y'all. 12 minutes on the clock. Let's see how they come out. Anthony GNT said, you might be a little young for this question, but how does a young TK compare to Mark Jackson? Obviously, like you said, I'm not old enough to have watched Mark Jackson. I do know of Mark Jackson and his playing career, especially in New York. He doesn't compare. I'm not going to lie. He doesn't really compare. They have similar play styles in the sense that they're pass first, but he doesn't really compare to Mark Jackson. Just in the sense, like, Mark Jackson was a starter coming out of college. Like, TK still has a lot to learn. He's really good. Still has a lot to learn, though. Here we go, though. The Spurs win the tip. Fox gets it over to Barnes. Barnes has it up top. And they start Anunoby on Wembanyama to start the game. Okay. Wemby has it up top. Jab step coming to his left, putting his head down. Smacked out of bounds by OG Anunoby. Good defense to start. Okay. Not allowing anything easy. All right. Starting with Anunoby on Wembanyama is definitely a statement. My goodness. Elvin Villamore, what's up, Elvin? That outfit. Raider Wall Frazier's closet. Dig it. Appreciate you. Yeah, we are down in Texas, so we had to dress for the occasion. Wembanyama settles for the mid-range jumper. Got it to go to start the game with Wemby knocking down jump shots. I mean, you obviously want to force him into jump shots, but like I said in the pregame, you just pray he misses it. Not much you can do to help contest it. Diawara has it up top, being guarded by Wembanyama. And Wembanyama not even guarding Diawara. They're playing off of him heavy. Towns has it up top, hands it off to Anunoby, driving to his right, putting his head down. They kick it out. Bridges hesitates from three, driving to his left now on Fox. Stop, fall-away jumper in the paint, and Bridges got it to go to start the game. Okay, both teams successful in their first offensive possessions here. Why did my timer stop? The world will never know. Here we go. Castle gets it up top to Wembanyama, and Wembanyama coming to his left. Diawara switches onto him. Wemby's going to dance with it. Wemby crosses over down the lane, knocked out of his hands. Fall onto the floor. Both Anunoby and Wembanyama grab it, so it'll be a jump ball between those two guys. Every time Wembanyama puts the ball on his floor and dribbles it, you have to crowd that dribble. That is a long way to bounce the ball for it to come back up to Wembanyama, his dribbling height, right? He's got high waist. He's got long legs. So the second he puts the ball on the floor, you got to start digging down low and slapping at that ball to keep the possession away from him. Elvin, Happy New Year to you. JDS, what's up, JDS? Ken Underwood, what's up, Ken? Amy Machua, what's up, Amy? Larry Adams, what's up, Larry? James Simon, what's up, James? I need Castle for 24 points. Points assists. Gotcha. Anunoby wins the tip. Brunson beats Fox to the ball. Brunson down the lane, lefty layup. Got it to go for JB. Beautiful play out of the jump ball situation for the Knicks. Leads to an open basket for the captain. Way to get him on the board early. Fox has it up top. Gets it over to Barnes. Barnes being guarded by Towns. Attacking to his right, down the lane. Stop, pump fake, spins. Got nowhere to go. Leaves it off to Castle. Castle on the baseline. Back up top to Barnes. They run him off the line. Barnes down the lane. Goes up. Gets stripped. Nope. They call the foul on Karl-Anthony Towns. And Bridges explained to Karl-Anthony Towns, that's Harrison Barnes. And he's coming down the middle of the lane. Don't swipe down. Keep your hands up. Force the miss and then snag the rebound. Instead, Harrison Barnes will be at the foul line for 2 free throws here. Lionel Mona said, same starting lineup, Brunson, OG, Bridges, Mo, and Cat. Yes, sir, Lionel. Yes, sir. That is the starting lineup. AP, what's up, AP? 2025, the year of the cup. Today is a tough matchup, AP. No Mitchell Robinson, no Josh Hart, no Landry Shamet still. going up against a healthy San Antonio Spurs. As Barnes misses the first free throw, we love when our opponents misses free throws. He does knock down the second one, at least. We did get an update on Mitchell Robinson. Not an update, but an explanation, a clearer explanation, AP. I'll let you know as soon as we get to a stoppage in play here. Brunson coming to his right of the screen, stops, kicks it out. Mo Diawara, right corner three, make him pay. Make them pay, Mo! Make them pay. Wembanyama not even guarding Mo Diawara. Make them pay, Mo. Fox bringing it down against Bridges, loses the handle, picks it back up. Fox has it on the right wing. Good denial from Mo Diawara. They get it out to Castle. Castle up top. Being guarded by Mo. Dance with him, Mo. Castle coming down the lane. Takes a bump. Puts up the floater. Can't get it to go. Mo Diawara with the rebound. Every single thing he does, I love. Brunson bringing it down. Fox went, they went for a steal in the backcourt. Mo Diawara another three. Mo Diawara another three. The Knicks found a stud in the second round. My goodness. Castle has it up top. The Knicks with a 10-3 start. Castle gets it over to De'Aaron Fox being guarded, to Harrison Barnes being guarded by Towns. They hit Wembanyama cutting down the middle of the lane and draws a foul on OG Anunoby. That's one foul on Anunoby, one foul on Towns. Mo Diawara, baby, they're not even guarding you, Mo. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful, Mo. Go right back at him. Albert, what's up, Albert? Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad to you too, my brother. David, what's up, David? Talk to me nice, Diawara, absolutely. And a moving screen. Is that a moving screen on Wembanyama? I think it's a moving screen on Wembanyama. Either way, ball going back to the Knicks. I do believe it is. I do believe it is. Mark.tv, what's up, Mark? Brunson bringing it down against Castle. Brunson coming to his left. Good screen in the backcourt by Brunson. Diawara stops and pops three in a row. Way off on that one, okay, expected. But Bridges digs down an offensive rebound. Gets caught in the middle of the lane. He's got nowhere to go. They kick it out to Towns. Towns walks into a deep trail three. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. The Knicks need three-point shooting on their side here tonight. So I don't mind them jacking up some threes. Wembanyama crosses over right into the chest of Towns. Euro steps and a late foul call on Towns, but a foul called nonetheless. And it will send Wembanyama to the foul line, and that's two fouls on Karl-Anthony Towns to start. All right. Lanamona said a diamond in the rough. That's Mo right there. I mean, this is real. Look, he's having like a hot shooting moment as well. So when the shooting isn't there, what does he do? But this is real. He's in the starting lineup. He got 6 points already. A nice defensive stop on Castle. Snagged the rebound. This is big. This is big. Wembanyama at the foul line for two. Knocks down the first one. I didn't even check to see if Ariel Hugporty is available today. He was questionable with a lip laceration that he suffered in the Pelicans game, but Wembanyama knocked down the first one. He's got another one coming. Joseph said, typical cat, unfortunately. Unfortunately, typical cat. Blind Tay, what's up, Tay? Wemby knocks down both free throws. 10-5. 9 minutes to go. Bridges will bring it down against Fox. John Corley, what's up, John? Diawara swings it out to Anunoby. Pump fakes, driving it down. Back to Diawara. Diawara has it up top. Waving guys through. Dancing with it against Wemby. Crosses over down the lane. Pump fake, spins. Kicks it out to Anunoby. The fact that he took that off the bounce and attacked him was crazy. Anunoby step back, baseline pull-up jumper. Too long, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Knocks into the air, and Wemby snags it. Here comes Victor Wembanyama, putting his head down, attacking. Full head of steam. Crosses over down the lane against Bridges. Kicks it in the corner to Barnes. Ran up the line by Towns. Leans in. Goes up. Righty scoop layup. Can't get it to go. But who else is there but Victor Wembanyama for the two-handed putback? I don't know if that's a pass. We're going to, I guess, pass it off as a pass. They almost turn it over. Diawara able to secure the loose ball. They get it out the Bridges. A wide open straightaway three, and he rattles it in. We needed it. We needed it. We need three-point shooting on our side, y'all. Absolutely need it. A little bit of shooting variance needs to be on the Knicks side if they want to pull this one out. Fox has it up top. Over the top pass. Champagnie to the corner. One dribble, puts it up. Over Brunson. Can't get it to go. Towns with the rebound out to Brunson. Here comes JB bringing it down. The captain. He's only sitting on 2 points here. They show two bodies to him already. In and out dribble coming to his right now. They swing it out. Diawara. He's going to line up a three. Shoots up the air ball. Okay. Continue to shoot it, though, Big Mo. Continue to shoot it. Here comes Castle bringing it down to his right, down the lane. Kicks it out to Barnes. Barnes attacking Brunson off the bounce. Leans in, slips and falls, flips it up over his head, and he got it to go anyway. My goodness. Quick outlet the Bridges, and we're bringing it down the other way. 13-9. Bridges has it on the left wing. Fox guarding him. They shovel it over to Diawara. Diawara coming to his right. Hands it off to Anunoby. Coming to his left. Anunoby being guarded by Champagnie. Stops. Kicks it out to Bridges. Extra pass Diawara. Right wing three. Don't hesitate, young man. He comes up short on that one. But don't hesitate, brother. We need you to take those. Here comes Fox bringing it down the other way. Coming to his left off the screen. Dancing with it against Diawara. Pull-up three for him. Too strong. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Towns knocks it away from Diawara. Here comes Bridges. Hit ahead to Brunson. Brunson. Pass fake. Looking around, kicks it over to Towns, shoves it over to Anunoby, left wing three over Wembanyama, late to close out, and he can't get it to go. Need Anunoby to knock down these open threes, man. Here comes De'Aaron Fox bringing it the other way with 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Fox has it up top, being guarded by Diawara, snaking it back to his left hand, blowing past Towns, lefty layup, got it to go for De'Aaron Fox. Towns couldn't do much with that with the 2 fouls already. But now it's 13-11, it's a 2-point game, and both teams are right into it with 7 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Full timeout from the Knicks. Dave Del Rosario, what's up, Dave? Nice outfit. You look great. Appreciate you, Dave. Appreciate you. We had the dress for the occasion down here in Texas. We had the dress for it. AP reminded people with the thumbs up button. Appreciate you, AP. King Free said saving Mitch to play Detroit. If he plays tonight, Detroit game will fall on his normal rest schedule. Thank you for bringing that up, King Free, because Mike Brown did elaborate on Mitchell Robinson, because I'm sure people were like, what do you mean he's going to miss these 2 games on the road? They're not even back-to-back situations. Why is he out? So Mitchell Robinson, at some point these last couple of games, expressed a little bit of discomfort, not discomfort, a little bit of soreness in his foot ankle area. And so the coaching staff was like, okay, these 2 games you're going to take off, which was the Atlanta game. Was it the Atlanta game? No, it was the Pelicans game and tonight against the Spurs. Those are the 2 games you're going to have off. You are not going to play. This was planned a couple of days ago, about maybe a week ago, whatnot. With the way the schedule has worked out, they just haven't had the rest days necessary to follow the rest plan that they have laid out for Mitchell Robinson. So these were the 2 games that they knew they were going to have Mitchell Robinson take off. Unfortunately, happened to be a Spurs game in which they could really use Mitchell Robinson. But Mike Brown did say, like, he's fine, no setbacks, perfectly healthy, just a little bit of soreness. So until that discomfort goes away, we're not really going to push him, not going to rush it. Mike Brown did say he's on schedule. He's perfectly on schedule. He will be available for one of the 2 back-to-back games, because he's still not playing back-to-backs, nor do I think he should. But he will be available for either the Hawks game or the the Hawks game or the Philadelphia game. One of those 2 he'll be available for. So he'll miss 1 more game, probably the Hawks game, and then be available for the Philadelphia 76ers game. Carlos, hey, what's up, Carlos? Happy New Year from Saga, Japan. Wow, thank you, Carlo. We're going worldwide. Oh, my goodness. Susan with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, Susan. My goodness. Thanks for another courtside tea season, Sheffy, and Happy New Year from the Sheffy crew. Thank you, Susan, for your generosity. You guys know you don't have to do all of that. I'm going to read your comments anyway. Thank you for that, Susan. My goodness. Thank you for your generosity. Very kind of you. Very kind. Karen, what's up, Karen? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody in the chat. I like shoes. What's up, I like shoes? Happy New Year's Eve, Sheffy. So many people doubted Mo on draft night. It's not even funny. I mean, I was one. Well, I didn't doubt him, but I was definitely one of the people who was like, we took, all right, really raw prospect in the 2nd round, 50th pick. Like, all right, what is this? What is this front office cooking? Starting to look at the draft picks a little side-eyed, but hey, guess what? It's all working out. It's all working out. Just give it a little bit of time, and I think the front office knows what they're doing. Bad job by me. Go Spurs, go. Oh, Carlos is a Spurs fan. Appreciate you, Carlos. Appreciate you. James Simon said Spurs are trash without Wemby. I mean, even without Wemby, they had a really good record. I think they were 9-3 without Wemby, so still really good. Still really good. Manuel Mercado, what's up, Manuel? Spurs are tough. Go Knicks. Hello from Bolivia. Appreciate you, Manuel from Bolivia. My goodness, we're going worldwide tonight. De'Aaron Fox picks the pocket of Mikal Bridges. He's going to go the other way and gets the easy layup. Wembanyama to the bench, and we're tied at 13. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Fox. Brunson dancing with it, swings it out to McBride. McBride hands it off to Bridges. Bridges back up top to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Fox, out by the half-court line. Brunson, jab step, loses the handle, picks it back up, coming to his right, a pull-up 3 over De'Aaron Fox. Brunson can't get down on the go. Luke Cornett able to secure that rebound to get it over to Castle, hit ahead to Champagnie. Champagnie bringing it down against Bridges, now up top to Castle, coming to his left, full head of steam, throws the lob up, and a 2-handed slam for Luke Cornett. And the Spurs are off and running now. They now take the lead 15-13. Bridges bringing it down, swings it out to Towns. Towns catches, pump fakes, has it in the post, leaves it off for Bridges, coming to his right, swings it out to Brunson. Brunson, extra pass, Anunoby out of the corner, hesitates, driving it down, swings, kicks it out. Bridges, up top. A lot of player movement and ball movement for the Knicks, and they didn't get anything out of it. Bridges stops and spins in the lane, slips and falls, and a timeout from the Knicks to help save that possession. And the Knicks, they're moving. They're moving and grooving. They're swinging the ball around, everybody's touching it, and they can't get into the paint. Excellent defense from the Spurs so far. Not giving anything open to the Knicks. Towns has to play with his hands beside his side right now. He's already not a good defender. Now he's playing with 2 personal fouls. We can take him at it. Oh, no, we don't. He only has 1. They gave the personal foul to another player. So Towns with 1, Anunoby with 1, and Bridges with 1. My bad. I thought he was playing with 2. Nixon, what's up, Nixon, NYC? Lance Napier, what's up, Lance? Eamon Owens, what's up, Eamon? Cross Signal, what's up, Cross Signal? Carlos said San Antonio is my hometown team. Ooh, shout out to you, Carlos. Shout out to you. I'm a Knicks fan, but shout out to you, Carlos. I do really like the Spurs. If I had to root for any team in the Western Conference, it'd probably be the Spurs. They are very fun and entertaining to watch. I love Denton Harper. I love Castle. Hard to not love Wemby, but I do like the Spurs team construction. I love Champagny. I wish we had Champagny. If anything, Carlos, I'm looking to trade for the other Champagny twin at least, right? At least give me Justin Champagny from the Wizards. Hey, Hazy said Bridges keeps falling. He's training with OG. That's funny. Orville Sweeney, what's up, Orville? Faithful Knicks since the 1980s. Appreciate you, Orville. Appreciate you. They're giving you something to root for these last couple of years, man. Finally back on top, trying to get to that mountaintop. Trying to get to that mountaintop. $13 to 15 is they had, what was their lead? 9 to 3, 7 to 3, 8 to 3, something like that, 11 to 3, something like that. Now it's 15 to 13. Gotta knock down some perimeter shots for sure. Like I said, your best opportunity to beat the Spurs tonight is to get hot from 3-point range and win off a variance. Very important to do so. Dan Tim, what's up, Dan Tim? My teams are Spurs, Lakers, Warriors, and Knicks. That's too many teams, brother. That's too many teams. 2 teams at max. 2 teams at max, in my opinion, obviously. Sean Thompson, what's up, Sean? It's easy to not like Wemby when you play him. True. Like, obviously, I'm rooting for his failure today. Hopefully, he has a bad night. Mr. Nixon, what's up, Mr. Nixon? Happy 2026 from New Zealand. Wow, Knicks going, getting the trip this year. Lock it in. Yes, sir, Mr. Nixon. Yes, sir. Knicks going worldwide today. Chevy Crew going worldwide today. Raymond Jacobs, what's up, Raymond? Appreciate you, Raymond. Appreciate you. AP said Spurs on a 2-game losing streak as soon as they play us, Yeah, I mean, look, they have motivation tonight, AP. The Knicks beat the Spurs. I don't want to say in embarrassing fashion, but, in front of the whole world. It was the only game that night. It was for the championship, for the Cup championship. And the Knicks beat them. And they had a nice, big, epic comeback. Kiyo said, can you show gameplay? If I could, I would. Unfortunately, I can't. YouTube will pull the stream down immediately. Ozahar, what's up, Ozahar? Nice shirt and hat. Appreciate you. He had the dress for the occasion. Absolutely had the dress for the occasion. They get into Brunson. Brunson throws up a floater. Can't get it to go with the shot clock one. Now got a pretty good look at it. But here come the Spurs bringing it down the other way. Dylan Harper is now in the game being guarded by McBride. Harper gets it over to Cornette. Cornette has it up top. Hands it off to Champagny. No Vassell, by the way. That's who's missing. So they do have an injury. Champagny shoots up a straightaway 3, hit the front of the rim, but got a friendly bounce as it drops down. It's now 13 to 18, 11-0 run for the Spurs here. Towns a straightaway 3, Cornette doesn't get out to guard him, and Towns makes him pay by knocking it down, getting those 3 points right back. Thank you, Towns. Now he's up on the board. Here comes Castle bringing it down the other way. Castle has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. 5:11 to go. And Castle turns it over. Towns picks it up. Cross-court pass to McBride. McBride has passed to Brunson. Brunson right corner 3 is nice and open. And back-to-back 3s for the New York Knicks as they take a 1-point lead. They need 3-point shooting on their side and a full timeout from the Spurs with 5 minutes to go. All right. Keep it close. As close as you can. 3-point shooting has to be on your side tonight. You have to knock down your perimeter shots, Knicks. Absolutely a necessity for the New York Knicks tonight if they want to pull off this victory against Spurs as undermanned as they are. Jason, line them up. They'll line them up for sure. George, what's up, George? Knicks got to get cooking. They do. Rap Torres said, the Knicks how to play defense? I have to tell the Knicks how to play defense. They're doing a pretty decent job so far defensively. Some miscommunications here and there, but that's to be expected. They're not a good defensive team. They should be an above-average defensive team. But without Robinson, without Hart, without Shamet, 3 good defenders, 3 important defenders for this Knicks team, it is an uphill battle. Ozahar, let's hit the like button, everyone. Appreciate you, Ozahar, reminding people to like the like the stream, hit the thumbs up button, like the stream. It is the best thing you want to do if you want to support any content creator, myself or anybody else you're watching. If you really want to support them, the best thing you can do is hit the like button. It is one of the best ways to help grow their channel, help grow the community. So I'd very much appreciate it, y'all. Thank you. Thank you very much. Anamoto said, NBA Finals, Knicks Spurs, 94 revenge. How sweet would it be? How sweet would it be for the organization and the fan base, you guys specifically, because I wasn't around at the time for that, to get revenge in that way? Would be beautiful. Would be sweet. Here we go. We're back into it. Kornet hands it off to Keldon Johnson down the lane. Can't get the scoop layup to go. Kornet's tip can go. Anunoby scores a rebound. Brunson bringing it down the other way. He has it on the right wing, being guarded by Champagnie. Behind the back, coming to his right, leans in, puts up the floater. Off glass. JB got it to go. Nice move from Jalen Brunson, leaning in, knocking down the floater. Knicks with the 3-point lead, 21-18, early here in this first quarter. Early here in the game, late in the first quarter. Harper up top, driving to his left on Brunson. Behind the back, coming to his right. Step back, foul line, fall away, jumper off the back rim. Can't get it to go. McCullough comes in for the rebound. Kevin McCullough's in the game along with McBride, Brunson, Anunoby, and Towns. Brunson up top, coming to off a McCullough screen. They swing it out to Towns. Towns up top, being guarded by Kornet. Towns, jab step, three. Line me up. Karl-Anthony Towns for three, baby. There you go. And the Knicks, like I said, they need three-point shooting on their side tonight. They want to pull it off. 24-18. 11-0 run for the Knicks to respond to the Spurs' 11-0 run. Kornet has it up top, hands it off to Champagnie. Champagnie off the handoff, pulls up the three. Got it to go. And a foul. They call the foul on Jalen Brunson running through the Kornet screen. So now it's an 4-point play possibility for the Spurs. Brunson was looking to go under the screen. Champagnie realized it, quickly pulled up off the handoff. He's a knockdown three-point shooter. Brunson with his hands up high after he realized Champagnie was riding the shoe, made contact with Kornet's face, and so Kornet will have one free throw at the line here, and the three-point shot goes down. 99, I know what you meant. I know what you meant. And I said 94. I just followed what you said. Town subs out here. Who's coming in? Is Huck Porty available? I don't even know. Yabusele is in. Knicks going small. No, Huck Porty is in. Okay, but Yabusele is also in. Huck Porty is available. He's playing. He's in. Kornet knocks down his free throw. Brunson bringing it down against Fox. Stops, turns, spins. Half spin, coming to his left, spins back to his right, driving it down, leads in, puts up the jumper. Got it to go from JB. My goodness, he's heating up. We need it. And we need it. 26-22. Hit ahead to Keldon Johnson. 1-1 against Yabusele. Stops. McCullough comes down and knocks it out of bounds. Great help defense from McCullough. Great help defense. 3:37 to go here. So the Spurs will inbound here. Harper gets it into Keldon Johnson, being guarded by Yabusele. He's putting his head down, attacking to his right, to the basket. Floater, can't get it to go, but gets his own tip up and in. Huck Porty, you need to dig down there and snag that rebound, big dog. Once you see that shot go up. Brunson has it up top. Cross-court pass to McCullough. McCullough over to Yabusele. Yabusele coming to his right. Gets it over to Huck Porty. Huck Porty fakes the handoff to Brunson. Huck Porty keeps it, hands it off to McBride. McBride puts the three up. Got it to go. No, they wave it off. They waved it off. McBride rose up to shoot the three. They waved the shot off. It should be an and one. They're not going to give him the shot. They're going to say the foul occurred before. They wave it off. They say foul before Deuce McBride was rising up to shoot. Unfortunate for the Knicks. Deuce McBride, baby. Deuce McBride. Brunson gets it into McCullough. McCullough hands it off to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Carter Bryant. Hey, this is why we have the Carter Bryant graphic. He's in the game. Carter Bryant, a good defender. Step back three for JB. Tough shot, can't get it to go. Huck Porty knocked the rebound loose. Brunson able to recover it. Brunson hits McCullough, comes to the rim, leaves it off for Huck Porty. Pump fakes, goes up for the layup. Beautiful ball movement from the New York Knicks and the young players. McCullough to Huck Porty. We love to see it. Harper has it up top. They get over to Fox. Fox 1-on-1 against Yabusele. They swing it out to Harper. A right wing three for him. Too strong, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Carter Bryant comes flying in. But they call a foul on Jalen Brunson yet again, trying to keep Keldon Johnson off the glass. Brunson now racking up some fouls. He's got two. Two here in the first quarter. And have Brunson in foul trouble. You'll have no chance without him. Just that's it. Wait until Deuce gets going. The Spurs, they also know about Deuce McBride because they are doing a really good job of staying connected to him and not giving him any airspace. Keldon Johnson at the foul line for 2. He knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Doug Fresh. What's up, Doug Fresh? Dan Tem said, Knicks looking good. Knicks looking good. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Daniel Tilson. What's up, Daniel? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. He said, dang, blind rough. Keldon Johnson knocks down both. Deuce McBride bringing it down against Harper. McBride, in and out dribble. Pulls it back. Mid-range pull-up jumper over Harper. Deuce McBride, baby. Said, bring it over here, young man. I've been in your position before. Let me hit you with the in and out, pull back, midi jumper. My goodness, beautiful move from Deuce McBride. Keldon Johnson has it up top against Yabusele, crosses over down the lane, puts up the floater, draws the foul, gets the and one to go down anyway. We talked about Keldon Johnson in the pregame. Big, strong, downhill driver. Without Josh Hart, you don't have anybody to really match up well with him. I'd probably lean on putting McCullough on. I'm not sure who McCullough's guarding right now, who the matchup is for him. But I would lean having McCullough guard Keldon Johnson and Yabusele on whoever McCullough's guarding. Keldon Johnson at the foul line for one more. AP reminding people hit the like button. Appreciate you, AP. Appreciate you. If you're enjoying the content, hit that thumbs up button, man. Like the stream. I'd very much appreciate it. Johnson knocks down his and one free throw. It's 30-29. Here we go. Close game. Yabusele up top. Being guarded by Fox, who's back in the game. They hand it off to McBride. McBride now being guarded by Fox on a switch. McBride coming to his left off the Hug Porty screen. Swings it out to Hug Porty. Hug Porty up top. Brunson, right wing 3. Can't get it to go. But a foul is called on Dylan Harper, sending Brunson to the foul line for 3 free throws. Count them, 1, 2, 3. 3 free throws for JB coming up here. Raptor said the referee is against the Knicks. I don't think so. I don't think that is the case. They're going to check this to see if it meets the criteria of a reckless closeout. Brunson's foot did land on Harper's foot. I don't think this is a reckless closeout. But we'll see what the refs come out with. Refs say we need to play better defense. That could always be the case. The Knicks are not a defensive first team. They're an offensive first team. And without Mitchell Robinson, without Josh Hart, without Shamit, they're going to have to lean heavy on their offense today. And like I said, they need the shooting variance to be on their side. They need to be ready and willing to fire from 3, which is why I was incredibly happy to see Mo Diawara very confidently firing away from 3, knocking down 2 already tonight. So you need it. Absolutely need it. Eva Cotty said this is an away game. This is absolutely an away game. We are in Texas. That's why we had to wear the fit. So they do give Harper the flagrant 1, rule it a reckless closeout, 3 free throws for Brunson, and the Knicks will get the ball back. So 3 free throws for Brunson. JB, knock down your 3 free throws. Please, por favor. We need every single point we can get, JB. We need to knock down our free throws. Brunson knocks down the first one. Thank you. A perfect free throw. Got 2 more coming. Knock them down, big dog. Knock them down. In and out on the second free throw, JB. Come on, brother. Knock down this third one. We need it. We need it, big dog. Jalen Brunson made the first one. Missed the second one. And he does rattle in the third one. Okay, they go 2 for 3. We'll take it. We'll take it. Wanted all 3, but we'll take 2. The Knicks do get possession back. 2 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Knicks holding on to a 3-point lead here, 32-29. Jalen Brunson already up to 11 points. They put this graphic up, 10.4 first quarter points is second in the NBA for Jalen Brunson. This man starts off the games hot. 40. Good to now defense from Fox. They get it out to McBride. McBride coming to his right. Pull up 3 for Deuce McBride. Line me up, Deuce McBride. My goodness, is he coming out ready to go. I love to see it. 1:45 to go. Harper swings it out to Keldon Johnson. Johnson coming to his right, putting his head down against Brunson. McCullough ties him up, and we got the jump ball. Kevin McCullough, baby. The defense is here. We need it. Every piece of it we need. We need McBride's shot making. We need McCullough's defense. We need Hukporty to give us something tonight. Excellent defense from Kevin McCullough. Like I said, I like the matchup of Kevin McCullough on Keldon Johnson a little bit more. And you're seeing it right there. You're seeing why right there. Okay, Hazy. Big Kev, baby. Big Kev in the building tonight. Jump ball between Johnson and McCullough. We get a substitution in. Tyler Kolek's going to come in. Brunson does have the 2 fouls. I assume he's coming in for JB. He is coming in for JB. JB does have the 2 fouls. So now we got McCullough, we got Hukporty, and we have Tyler Kolek in the game right now, along with McBride and Yabusele. No, Hukporty's going to come out for Towns. Okay, I like that, Mike Brown. Mike Brown was like, okay, I need somebody to get buckets out there. Towns, you got to get back in. Good substitution for Mike Brown. I was about to say, that's a crazy group to have out there for Mike Brown, but here we go. Jump ball, Keldon Johnson wins it. Get out to Fox. Fox has it up top. Coming to his left, putting his head down, attacking. Kicks it out to Carter Bryant. Extra pass to Johnson. Johnson takes the baseline, leans in, puts it above glass, can't get it to go, gets his own offensive rebound, goes up with the layup, got it to go for Keldon Johnson. Being big and strong down there for Keldon Johnson, that's his game. 1:20 to go. McBride quickly pushing it the other way. McBride pulls it out, swings it out to Yabusele. Yabusele up top. They swing it out to McCullough along the corner, being guarded by Carter Bryant. Kicks it out to Yabusele up top. Back to McCullough. Right wing 3. No hesitation. Line me up. Line me up. Oh, my goodness. I told you we needed 3-point shots from the Knicks, and they are delivering. McCullough out of the right wing. No hesitation. 38-31. Harper swings it out to Keldon Johnson. He's trying to respond with a 3 of his own. He can't get it to go. Towns with the rebound. Quick outlet to Yabusele. There we go. Yabu, have an impact tonight. Have an impact, baby. They get it over to Towns up top, attacking to his left, putting his head down, attacking down the lane, takes a bump, and they call the blocking foul, baby. I was about to say, where's my foul? Where's my foul? And they gave it to him. Yes, sir. We are here, 38-31. Am I hyped? I am hyped. I'm telling you, we need the 3-point shots to go down, and the Knicks are delivering. Love to see it. Don't matter who we have available. We're all coming out ready to play. Mike Brown got everybody, 1 through 15, prepared to go. Whether it's Mo Diawara or Kevin McCullough or Tyler Kolek or Hukporty or Yabusele, we're ready to go. We're ready to go. Towns knocks down the first free throw. Love it. I'm loving it. I'm here. I told you guys I got a feeling the Knicks are going to find a way to pull this one out tonight, down 3 really important key players for them. They're going to find a way because they have been finding a way. The team of destiny. They're here to break the curse. It's here in the first quarter, and I'm getting a little too hyped. But I'm ready, man. I'm hyped. I'm excited. Got to celebrate the small ones. Got to celebrate the small victories. And so far, this first quarter is a small victory. Hopefully, it ends in a big victory with the overall win tonight. Towns knocks down both free throws. Way to knock down your free throws, big cat. Here comes Fox bringing it down the other way, being guarded by Kolek. Get it out to Harper. Harper being guarded by Kolek. They swing it inside the inside to Wembanyama. Foul line jumper, can't get it to go. McCullough comes in, snags a rebound. Kevin McCullough bringing it down. They kick it out. Towns, extra pass. Kolek, left corner 3, line me up. Tyler Kolek. Everybody getting in on the action tonight. Oh my goodness, what a performance from the Knicks in this first quarter. We got a lot of basketball left to play, but what a first quarter from the Knicks. 43 points. They're up by 12 right now, and everybody's getting on in the action. The Knicks in a 2-3 zone, by the way. Harper has it up top, swings through to his right, driving it down. Gets caught in the air. They kick it out to Johnson. Extra pass to Champagnie. Kolek does a great job of closing the airspace, and they call a foul on Kolek. Bad job by Kolek closing out the airspace. He closed out the airspace, but then he got too close. You got to lean in with your feet away to not get the reckless closeout the way they gave it to Brunson. So the replay. Champagnie missed the 3, but that's because he got fouled by Kolek. See the replay. They're going to review it to see if it meets the criteria of a reckless closeout. I don't think it does, but I didn't think Brunson's did either, and they gave it to them. We'll see. We'll see. Mr. Nixon said San Antonio would be like, who are these guys killing us? Listen, man, for years, people have complained, and, for good reason, because it was definitely the case for a while, that it's always against the Knicks that the random role player gets hot and kills us. Now the Knicks are the team with the random role players killing the other team. This is also a reckless closeout. It is a foul on Kolek. I don't think it's a reckless closeout. I didn't think the Brunson one was a reckless closeout, but at least they're consistent on the foul calls there. So 3 free throws for Keldon Johnson, and San Antonio will get possession back. Kwame Robertson, what's up, Kwame? Looks like a fast star. A fast star for sure. A fast star for sure. Mr. Nixon said, the Knicks are deep, baby. Yes, they are, Mr. Nixon. Yes, they are. Mikal. He said JB 11 points. He averages 10.5 points in first quarters. He's got 11 tonight. So right on pace with what exactly he tends to do against teams. Champagny knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Knocks down the second one for Champagny. He's got another one coming. The Spurs will get the possession of the ball back. Towns is out of the game for what should be the final defensive possession. Bridges also comes in for Kolek here. 43-33. Champagny's one more coming. He can cut it back to a single-digit game. And he does just that, knocking down all 3 free throws. Which is why, Brunson, I need you to knock down all your free throws, brother. If you did that, Knicks would have a 10-point lead right now. But it is a 9-point lead, 43-34. And the Spurs have the ball back, 11 seconds to go. My timer ran out, but 11 seconds to go. They get it into Fox. Fox being guarded by McBride. Run the pick and roll with Wemby, coming to his left. Downhill. Mid-range pull-up jumper over Anunoby. Got it to go for De'Aaron Fox. 4 seconds to go. McCullough, home run head to Huck Porty, and he got the layup to go. Beat Wembanyama down the court, baby. Kevin McCullough. Excellent hit-ahead pass to Huck Porty, who beat Wembanyama down the court. Way to run down the court, Huck Porty. I talked about needing Huck Porty to give us something. There it is. Beat Wemby down the court. Brother, you better wake up because we are here to steal the game in San Antonio. We not letting you off easy. Yeah, De'Aaron Fox knocked down the midi. There's only 3.5 seconds to go. Don't matter. We rushing it down. Love to see it. Nice pass, Big Kev. Yes, sir. Good finish from Big Hug, too, with Wembanyama trailing. You could definitely get the little jitters knowing that the 8-foot alien is trailing behind you, but he finished that nice and easy, baby. Love to see it. Love to see it. Jason said 45 first quarter points. Wow. Yeah, they gave up 36 first quarter points to the Spurs, but 45 first quarter points against the Spurs defense is pretty damn impressive. Again, they're going to need three-point shooting on their side tonight, and they got it in that first quarter. Hopefully it continues. We can take a look at the box score real quick. Not the box score. The team stats. The team stats. We saved the box scores for halftime. But so far, the Knicks are 16 for 25. The Spurs are 12 for 23. The Knicks made 9 first quarter three-point shots. My goodness, New York. Again, they need three-point shooting on the three-point shooting variance on their side for sure tonight. Making 9 in the first quarter in comparison to 2 for 6 from 3 for the Spurs is a huge step in that direction. 50. That's the percentage. The Spurs took way more free throws, by the way, though. 5 free throw attempts for the Knicks, 11 for the Spurs. Rebounds are about the same so far after the first. 10 assists for the Knicks, 5 assists for the Spurs. We're going to start the second quarter here, so we'll get out of the screen so we didn't get spoiled, but pretty good start. Pretty good start. Isaiah Garner said, damn, I missed some of the game. I thought the game was 8 o'clock. Nick Yak said we got open threes, too. They did, and they knocked them down. And we're going to need to knock down a lot of threes tonight in order to pull off this victory. Absolutely going to need them. Absolutely going to need them. Why is this? Why did I not do this? What's going on? I need a second thing. All right, let's get into it. (46-45). Pelicans and Bulls locked in a tight one. 15-11. Nuggets and Raptors. No Nikola Jokic, who's out 4 to 6 weeks. No Aaron Gordon. No Christian Brown. No Cam Johnson. They're down 4 starters. Good luck, Jamal Murray and Valanciunas, keeping your team afloat. It is a tall order to ask for that team. My goodness, are the injuries dominating them right now? Here we go. We're in to start our second quarter, though. The kick it out to Towns. A straightaway 3. He's open. Kareem's off the side of the rim. Can't get it to go. And Fox chases down the long rebound. Hit ahead to Castle. Castle up top attacking Clarkson, who's in the game. Down the lane. Kicks it out. They swing it around. Fox up top. A wide open straightaway 3. He doesn't take it. Instead, he's going to attack. Gets to the foul line. Fall away jumper. Comes up short. Battle for the rebound. Towns rips it down. Gets it out to Kolek. Kolek bringing it down. Directing a little bit of traffic. We're out there with Kolek, Bridges, Anunoby, Clarkson, and Towns. Kolek, nice pass to Towns, goes up, gets the and one finish over Victor Wembanyama. Yes, sir, Towns. Yes, sir. And the Spurs look a little bit like a step slow. I think they expected the Knicks to come down with their heads held low, but no, they're coming out firing, knocking down shots. It is a tough game right now for the New York Knicks. My goodness, am I enjoying myself. Thomas Figueroa, what's up, Tom? You pissed me off. Seems like you're making the Knicks do good. If you're a Spurs fan, Thomas, I apologize, but you got to root for your team, right, Thomas? You got to root for your team. Towns knocks down his and one free throw, giving the Knicks a 12-point lead yet again. Fox bringing it down. He has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. 48-36, start of the second quarter here. Fox coming to his left. They kick it up top to Olynyk. Hesitates from three, now puts it up over Bridges. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Kolek skies for the rebound. Towns able to recover it. Kolek cross-court pass to Clarkson. Clarkson has it on the left wing. Gets it over to Towns, straight away, being guarded by Wembanyama. Fakes the handoff, dancing with it, steps back, now hesitates, now steps back, now pump fakes, now over to Clarkson. Towns doing a lot there, didn't get him much. Now they swing it over to Anunoby out of the right corner, they kick it up top to Bridges. Bridges fires the three over Olynyk. Can't get that one to go. Battle for the rebound, Castle digs it out. Here comes Steph Castle, hit ahead to Fox. Fox on the right wing, attacking Bridges. Back to Castle, hesitates from three, attacking Anunoby up the bounce, goes up, gets swatted out of bounds, baby! Get that out of here, that little weak nonsense. Spurs will keep possession, though. Alyssa Lester, what's up, Alyssa? Raph Soares said the New York Knicks are winning. They are indeed winning the basketball game right now. 48-36. 10:37 to go. And an off-ball foul on Towns. That's his second foul. Don't need that, big cat. Don't need off-ball silly fouls like that, man. Come on. And it's, I believe, a foul before the inbounds gives them a free throw, I believe is the rule. That's a... I don't know. It looked like Olynyk was the one who grabbed Towns' arm and got it tangled initially. But it is a free throw. Foul before the inbound pass is a free throw for the team. Wembanyama to the foul line. He knocks it down. Towns giving up a free point there. Don't like that. Ozahar, brother, appreciate you. Isaiah Gardner. I would love to see the Spurs versus Knicks in the finals. Would be great. Fox out of the left corner gets an open three, and he knocked it down. De'Aaron Fox having himself a pretty good night. Pretty good start to his night. Kolek has it up top. Coming to his right off a Town screen. They swing it out to Bridges. Extra pass to Anunoby. Anunoby to the right corner. Being guarded by Castle. Up top to Kolek. Kolek swings through to his right. Driving it down in the lane. Leans in. Pump fakes. Kicks it out. Clarkson. Left corner three. Line me up. Jordan Clarkson. Way to get those 3 points right back. 10 made threes for the Knicks, and they need to keep it going if they want to pull this victory out. They get it out to Wembanyama. Attacking Anunoby off the bounce. Down the lane. Scoop blade with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Anunoby knocks it away from him. Excellent defense and rebounding from OG Anunoby there. Bridges bringing it down. Has it up top. Leaves it off for Towns. Towns coming to his left. Fakes the handoff, keeps it, tries to hit Anunoby, cutting back door, off his fingertips. Not a good pass from Towns, not a good job from Anunoby to keep the possession. And then Keldon Johnson gets the foul call in transition there. The Knicks are they in the bonus already? They put the graphic up that they're in the bonus. They're not in the bonus. That was a mistake on MSG's part. But just under 10 minutes to go here. Knicks holding on to an 11-point lead, keeping the Spurs an arm's distance away. Still not out of it, still not ahead of the weeds. Still going to be a very close game coming down the stretch here. Champagny comes back in for Keldon Johnson. They get it into Olynyk. Olynyk gets it over to Wembanyama. Wembanyama coming to his right. They lob it over the top to Steph Castle, who misses the dunk but gets fouled by Clarkson. I respect Jordan Clarkson for going up and contesting that. I respect that. He could have just easily gave up that easy two-handed slam to Castle, but instead he fouled him. He's going to send him to the foul line for 2. Now, Castle's a really good free throw shooter, but I appreciate that. 504 Caesar boys. What's up, 504? Was on the road, but getting some food. Was listening while driving. Spurs fan here, but you're doing some great work. Far better than anything we got. Shout out to New York from Texas. Appreciate you, 504. Appreciate you, man. Obviously, I'm biased towards my Knicks, but I don't try to beat down on the opponents because I do like basketball, and we do games, 504, from Monday to the weekend. So when the Knicks are not playing, and sometimes even when the Knicks are playing, we try to cover games all around. Castle has his hand wrapped. He has his left hand wrapped, his whole well, he's got the sleeve on. Got his left hand wrapped, though, and was just grabbing at it. So I'm not sure if he's dealing with a injury there. Probably. Castle does miss the second free throw. Wembanyama picks up the offensive rebound, though. Gets to the baseline pull-up jumper. Got it to go. Castle split the free throws, but Wembanyama makes it a three-point play there. 43-51 now. 8-point game. Kolek has it up top being guarded by Fox. Good pressure from Fox. They get it over to Anunoby being guarded by Wembanyama. Coming to his right off the Town screen. Olynyk switches on the OG. He knocks the ball loose. Almost picks his pocket. Anunoby able to recover it. Ball still knocked loose. Anunoby has to go into the backcourt. Now it's a backcourt violation. They didn't knock the ball loose again. They just slipped out of their hands, went into the backcourt, and it's a backcourt violation. Ball back to the Spurs here. Gonna need Brunson back in soon. Knicks struggling right now with their offense. They had, 45 first quarter points. The Spurs getting off to an excellent start in the second quarter here, getting themselves back into it. They get it into Olynyk. Olynyk being guarded by Towns. Directing some traffic, coming to his left. Gets it over to Champagnie as he pops out for a three. The Knicks lose track of him. He's been knocking down shots all night long as he knocks that one down right there. And it is now, I gave 1 point to the Knicks. Oh, I gave 1 point to the wrong side. It's 51-46. It's a 5-point game. Kolek has it on the right wing, being guarded by Fox. Excellent defense from Fox there. Kolek dancing with it, coming to his left off a Town screen. Swings it out to Towns, rolling down the middle of the lane. They kick it out to Anunoby. Extra pass to Bridges, extra pass to Kolek. Kolek, excellent defense from the Spurs. Excellent rotation. Hits Bridges, coming back door, though. They kick it out to Towns with the shot clock winding down. He pump fake, leans in, puts up the three at the buzzer. Can't get it to go. And they call a foul. They do call a foul. And Steph Castle was immediately signaling for a challenge. But it's a foul on the three-point attempt heave that Towns had to throw up with the shot clock winding down. Spurs had two players running at him. See the replay here. Castle was there. Olynyk was there. Olynyk gets caught in the air. Oh, and his leg makes contact with Towns as he rises up to shoot. It is 3 free throws for Towns. Castle was not the guy who fouled him. It was Olynyk. It was Olynyk. So it is 3 free throws for Karl-Anthony Towns. The Knicks get bailed out there. Bad closeout from Kelly Olynyk. Steph Castle was there. He was there. He had it covered. Mr. Nixon said, Wemby back starting and no minutes restriction. I don't know about the minutes restriction thing, but he is back starting. It seems like he's playing his regular rotation so far with Wemby, so I assume so. He's been back for a while now, so I assume he's off the minutes restriction. Towns knocks down the first free throw. Got 2 more coming. Gabriel, what's up, Gabriel? Towns knocks down the second one, rolled around the rim a little bit, but he got it to go down. Knicks back up by 7. Towns knocked down the first 2. He's got 1 more coming. 8:41 to go here in the second quarter. It is 53-46, and Towns knocks all 3 of them down, making it 54-46. Back up by 8, the Knicks go. Okay. 8:40 to go. They get it over to Castle on the right wing. Castle being guarded by Kolek to get it out to Wembanyama. Dancing with it. Over the top pass to Castle. Over his head. Out of bounds. A bad pass from Wemby there. Ball back to the Knicks on the turnover. Knicks have a chance to go back up by double figures here. The Spurs are applying some full court pressure. They get it into Kolek. Kolek against Fox. Fox, an excellent defender. Great hands. But Kolek gets it past the half-court line. Fox applying some pressure. And a foul. And then Fox knocks the ball out of Kolek's hands. Fox, I get he's a feisty player, but he's a little frustrated. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. (54-46). It was a foul on Fox that pulls him out of the game. Ms. Johnson maybe seeing some of the frustration with Fox there. Pulls him out of the game. Cools his head off a little bit. They also give the Spurs a delay of game warning instead of a technical on Fox there. I think they catch a little bit of a break. Kolek has it up top, being guarded by Harper. Coming to his left off the Town screen. Pulls it back, steps back for a 3 over Wemby. Can't get that one to go. Would have popped off of that one. That was a crazy shot. That was a crazy shot attempt from Tyler Kolek. Here comes Castle bringing it down the other way. Putting his head down, attacking, lobs it over the top. Anunoby can't get the lob because Wembanyama arms go up for forever. Wemby pulls it down and lays it up and in. 8 minutes to go. Towns hands it off to Anunoby, coming to his left, hands it off to Clarkson. Clarkson takes it out to Towns. Towns being guarded by Olynyk. Catches, pump fake, jab step, coming to his left. And Olynyk, once again, the second time tonight, knocks the ball out of Castle's hands knocks the ball out of Towns' hands. And then Castle on the fast break, lobs it up to Victor Wembanyama, gets the big one-handed jam on the fast break. And it's back to a 4-point game and a timeout from the Knicks. Want to talk some things over after Towns back-to-back turnovers against Olynyk, trying to put the ball down, attacking him off the bounce. which he's pretty good and capable of doing. Olynyk reading it perfectly and knocking the ball out of his hands twice. Gotta adjust. Gotta adjust, Towns. Can't have that happen. And get them out on the fast break 2 times in a row there, and they get easy baskets because of it. 4-point game, 54-50. Julian Perez, what's up, Julian? Dope fit. Appreciate you, Julian. Appreciate you. Jason said, Denver also winning right now versus Toronto. It's only halfway through the first, but a night of upsets. Maybe, yeah. Denver, like we talked about, down 4 starters, including Nikola Jokic. He's out 4 to 6 weeks. So no Jokic, no Aaron Gordon, who's their 3rd best player, no Christian Brown, who's probably their 4th best player, no Cam Johnson, who's probably their 5th best player. Down guys 1, 3, 4, and 5. 4 starters out with injury right now for the Denver Nuggets is a tough situation to be in. OG Anunoby, by the way, 0 points. 0 points for OG tonight. I know he's got a tough task in guarding Victor Wembanyama, so not expecting too much offensively from OG. But 14 for Towns, 5 for Bridges, 3 for Clarkson, 3 for Kolek so far here tonight. Isaiah Gardner said Brunson has a chance to win MVP. We'll see. We'll see. He has a chance. His name will be brought up. We will see. Mark.tv said, going to be a tough game tonight. Yeah, don't expect the Spurs to get blown out. Not once have I ever expected the Spurs to get blown out here tonight, even when the Knicks were on fire from 3 to start the game. This will be a tough game coming down the stretch for sure. For sure. David said, sitting JB too long. Definitely trying to steal a little bit of rest for JB here. 7:47 to go here in the second quarter. 4-point game. Let's see if Brunson comes back in after this timeout. Yeah, 25-16, first quarter here. Raptors offense sputtering. 16 points with 2 minutes to go in the first. Yikes. We got Wizards Bucks later tonight, and then Blazers Thunder rounds out our New Year's Eve game slate. Warriors already beat the Hornets. Hawks beat the Timberwolves in a little bit of an upset. Magic beat the Pacers. And then the Cavs beat the Suns. Isaiah Gardner said Brunson has been averaging 30 points and 8 assists during these last couple of games for sure. For sure. His name will be brought up. It will be heard. Donald said, my kid doesn't want to go to hockey, apparently. Can't force them to do what they don't want to do. Kolek gets it over to Bridges. Bridges being guarded by Champagnie. Dancing around a Town screen, coming to his left in the corner to Anunoby, who pump fakes, driving it down, kicks out to Clarkson. Clarkson against Castle, pulls it out. Coming to his right off a Bridges screen, driving to his right. Castle, an excellent defender. Fall away baseline jumper from Clarkson. They called the shot clock violation. They give the ball back to the Spurs, even though they inadvertently blew the whistles. They hit the rim. They initially called the shot clock violation. It wasn't, but they just give the ball back to the Spurs. Mike Brown was trying to argue for a jump ball, but they're going to give it to the Spurs, they did grab the rebound. And it wasn't particularly close. It wasn't a fight for a rebound. Steph Castle will bring the ball down. 7:20 to go. Castle has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his right, Kolek switches on the Castle. Castle, driving it down, leans in, loses the handle, out of bounds. Ball going back to the Knicks, all right. Some serendipity for the Knicks there. Catching a bit of a break. Castle mishandling the ball out of bounds. Knicks holding on to this 4-point lead, 54-50, 7 minutes to go here in the second. And Bridges will bring the ball down against Castle. And a foul by Castle. And the Spurs, perimeter defenders, Castle, Fox, Harper, trying to apply a ton of pressure to the Knicks ball handlers, especially with Jalen Brunson out of the game. They don't have a ton of great ball handlers, even with Jalen Brunson. He's really their only one. Kolek's not a bad ball handler, but obviously, second-year guy, they're going to test his handle. And outside of that, they just flat out don't have a ton of good ball handlers. And so the Spurs they normally play this way. This is how they play, trying to apply a ton of pressure in the backcourt to the Knicks ball handlers, trying to force them into turnovers. That's the second time they've got called for a foul, as the Knicks were just trying to bring the ball down. Kolek has it up top, being guarded by Harper. Under 7 to go now. Coming to his left off a Towns screen. They leave it off of Towns. Towns swings out the Bridges. Open right wing 3 from Mikal Bridges. And he knocks it down. We needed it. We needed it. We needed another 3 to go down, and we got it. Harper quickly pushing it the other way against Kolek. Biting him. Spins. Pump fake. Spins again. Goes up. Layup. Gets the layup to go. Beautiful moves and pivots for the San Antonio Spurs. And a delay of game violation on the Spurs. That's the second one. That's a team technical. And a free throw for the Knicks. A free point. Excellent footwork from Harper. My goodness. My goodness. So a free point for the Knicks. Towns back at the foul line. We just saw him against Atlanta. Knock down 17 of 18 free throws. So knock down your free throws, Big Cat. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. And he does knock it down. Appreciate you, big dog. Need him. Need every single point you can get tonight. 58 to 52 with 6:30 to go here in the second quarter. All right. All right. Rav Torres said the Pacers suck. We already beat Orlando Magic. Who cares about them as far as the next about the next beating the Spurs? I mean, you just got to beat the teams in front of you. You got to beat the team that's in front of you. Here we go. McBride back in, bringing it down. Another decent ball handler. Not a great ball handler, but at least another option for bringing the ball down. McBride gets it out to Towns. Towns, inside pass to Anunoby. Pump fakes, two-handed slam, and the Spurs lose track of Anunoby as he cut back door to the rim. Great pass from Towns. Good patience from Anunoby to get the two-handed slam. Harper down the lane off the Cornet screen. They kick it out to Castle. They're going to dare him to shoot. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Kolek with the long rebound. Home run past Anunoby who beats Castle down the court. Two-handed slam for OG, and the Knicks are back up by 10. And Mitch Johnson extremely frustrated. Mike Breen just said Mitch Johnson, they don't show it here on screen, but Mike Breen telling us that Mitch Johnson getting into the face of the official right now, upset about something. 10-point lead for the Knicks yet again, 62 to 52. Knicks keeping the Spurs an arm's length away. Keeping them an arm's length away. Giving themselves a little bit of a cushion here. Right? And you're going to bring the captain back in probably after this timeout, the 6-minute mark. Excellent job by the Knicks to survive those minutes without Jalen Brunson. He'll probably come in for Kolek here. Kolek, by the way, he was the one who threw that hit ahead pass to OG Anunoby. He's got 3 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists. Excellent minutes for Tyler Kolek. He'll probably come out for Jalen Brunson now. Excellent minutes for Tyler Kolek. Deuce McBride is also back in. Clarkson knocked down a 3. Appreciate it. Towns with 15 big old points. We talked about needing a lot from Karl-Anthony Towns tonight. He's taken 5 shots. He's got 15 points on 5 shot attempts, which is great. He's getting himself to the foul line. He's got 15 points. He's knocking all his free throws down. Needed them. Absolutely needed them. He's knocked down a 3 as well. Dom Anthony. What's up, Dom Anthony? Like the hat and the shirt. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. We are down in Texas, so we had the show. We had the show out. We had to come properly prepared, properly dressed for the occasion. David Osh Jr. said, love McCullough minutes. Absolutely. McCullough was fantastic. Fantastic in his minutes. Diawara was very good in his minutes, right? When young players like them come into the game, all you're asking them to do is give us something. Give us something. Whether it's good defense, whether it's, a couple of extra effort, hustle plays, whether it's winning, some loose ball situations like the 50-50 balls, whether it's winning those possessions, snagging some extra rebounds, or knocking down an open shot like Diawara did that, McCullough did that. They both knocked down 3s as well, so that was very good. Need that. Absolutely need that. Doug Fresh said, this team is great. Team's pretty damn good, man. This is the best the Knicks have been since the 90s. This is the best team they've had since the 90s. I mean, this team and this coaching staff just seems to understand the assignment. They know exactly what needs to be done. The coaching staff is doing a great job of getting absolutely everything out of this team that they need, right? Even digging deep into their bench, the 51st overall pick, Diawara, giving them something. Their 3rd-string big man, Porty, gives them something. Their 4th-string big man on a 2-way contract, Trey Jemison, has given them good minutes this season. McCullers coming in and giving them good minutes. Tyler Kolek has been a revelation for this team. They're just finding guys, man. Everybody's stepping up. Everybody's doing their job so far. And they haven't been healthy. They haven't been healthy. No Mitchell Robinson, no Josh Hart, no Landry Shamet tonight. No problem. Still coming out and competing against the Spurs. Here we go. Brunson is back in like we expected. Yeah, I said not to mention McBride. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even mention the guys who like I think, have given us exactly what we expected, if not even more, between McBride, Brunson, Towns, Bridges, and Anunoby, because we expect that stuff from those guys. But here we go. Harper down the lane, kicks it out to Castle. A right corner three over Bridges. Can't get that one to go. Battle for the rebound. Brunson able to pull it out. Good boxing out from the Knicks. Clarkson was also down there battling. Want to give him credit. Brunson down the lane, stops, throws up the float over Connect. Got it to go. JB in the game and quickly gets back busy in the paint, knocking down yet another floater. Here comes Castle bringing it down the other way. Castle has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his right off a double screen. Brunson switched down to him. Castle down the lane, puts up the floater over Hug-Porty. Can't get it to go, looking for a foul call, doesn't get it. And here comes Mikal Bridges bringing it down. Bridges being guarded by Castle. Cross court over to Clarkson. Pulls it back. Step back long, too, for Clarkson. Can't get it to go. Bad shot from him. Not a good shot whatsoever. Here comes Harper bringing it down against McBride. Bump. Kicks it out to Barnes. Barnes an open three. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Good boxing out from the Knicks. And Clarkson, excellent job knocking the rebound loose from... and Clarkson down the lane, can't get the layup to go. Good defense from Harrison Barnes there. Clarkson doing a really bad job of trying to initiate contact here. Just get the layup, dude. Castle kicks it out to Johnson. Excellent hustle from Clarkson down the lane. Forced the miss. Good rotation from McBride. Hit ahead pass to Clarkson yet again against Castle. Layup. Got that one to go finally. Thank you, Jordan Clarkson. He got the layup to go, but I do think he's been hustling his butt off, trying to get back on defense. As he fell into the crowd, he got to hustle back, Clarkson. Got to hustle back. Barnes kicks it out to Castle. They're going to leave him open from three and continue to dare him to shoot. He continues to oblige and misses yet another one. They get it to Barnes. Barnes goes up, gets caught at the last second. McBride comes in and comes up with the steal. This Knicks defense is stifling right now. Bridges putting his head down, attacking, kicks it out. Clarkson, a corner three, line me up. Jordan Clarkson. I love those last couple of possessions from Jordan Clarkson. And look at him. Hilarious from Jordan Clarkson. Knicks now up by 17 points on the Spurs. Jordan Clarkson hilariously had to knock it down the three. The Spurs call a full timeout. And Jordan Clarkson hilariously to his bench, very exaggeratingly, hands on his knees, huffing and puffing like, Because like I said, a couple of wild possessions for Jordan Clarkson there where he took that really bad step back three. It wasn't even a three. His foot was very clearly on the line. So it was a step back long two for Jordan Clarkson. Missed it well short. He ended up, falling down on that possession. The Spurs were off and running off the bad miss, and so Jordan Clarkson had to hustle back, right? Full sprint, hustled back, helped force a miss. And then they come back down after forcing that miss. They get a long rebound. Clarkson coming down, misses a layup because he's slowing down, trying to draw contact on Barnes. Barnes did a great job of going straight up, and Clarkson misses the layup and again falls down out of bounds. 5-on-4 situation, and the Spurs are pushing it the other way. Jordan Clarkson gets up, hustles his butt back on defense. They force another miss. Castle obliging with the open three. The Knicks are clearly leaving him open on purpose, daring him to shoot. He can't knock him down right now. He's not a good three-point shooter. He's sub-30 so far this year. Castle misses another three. The Knicks get out and run as the Spurs don't do a good job of getting back on defense. They have poor floor balance. Hit ahead pass to Brunson. 2-on-1 situation. Brunson gets it over to Clarkson. The Knicks swing it around a little bit. It finds its way back to Clarkson in the corner. Clarkson an open three, knocks it down, and the hustle pays off. My goodness, when you make a mistake, you can clean up that mistake on the other end. So Clarkson making a mistake offensively, cleaned it up defensively. Making a mistake defensively, cleaned it up offensively. Absolutely love the way Clarkson has played so far tonight. He hasn't been perfect, but he's been damn good. And the Spurs swing it around. Champagne a three. Off the back rim, can't get that one to go. A long rebound. McBride digs it out and saves it over to Brunson. Brunson hit a head pass to Bridges. Bridges over to Clarkson. Clarkson hesitates from three. Feeling himself a little bit here. Being guarded by Champagne. Crosses over. Stops. Turns. Spins. Fall away. Got it to go. He got a friendly bounce. Jordan Clarkson puts the Knicks up by 19, 71-52, a 14-0 run for the New York Knicks. Fox coming to his right. They kick it out to Barnes. Barnes on the right wing, being guarded by Brunson. Dancing with it, coming to his left, driving it down in the lane. Pass fake. They kick it out to Fox. Fox, step back, foul line, follow away jumper over Bridges. Got it to go. Excellent move from Fox. Good job by Bridges, not allowing him to get all the way into the paint. Force him to settle for the mid-range jumper, but Fox can absolutely knock those down. 71-54 now with 3:20 to go. They get it to Hug-Porty, back to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Fox, and they call a moving screen on Hug-Porty. And Hug-Porty saying, I just handed it off, and I'm standing there. Hug-Porty got something hanging off his lip. He's got to clean his face. Come on, big dog, you're on TV. Maryland Tinsley, what's up, Maryland? Kenny McLeod, what's up, Kenny? Can't knock the hustle, JC. Absolutely love it. We talk about him being as chaotic as he is, as much of a wild card as he is. All you want to ask and all you want to see guys like him do is hustle, right? Because he's not a good defender. He's chaotic and wild as an offensive player, but all you want to ask and all you want to see from him is to make the hustle plays And that was a great stretch there from him. Fox down the lane, misses the layup. Wembanyama with the rebound, gets the putback, and they wave it off. They wave it off. He got the putback and the foul, but they wave off the putback and just give him the foul on the floor. So 71-54. Neither team in the bonus right now, so it's just side out of bounds for the Spurs. Oh, Hugporty's got like gel hanging off his lip. That was hanging off his lip because he's got the lip laceration that he suffered in the previous game. Fox gets it in the Barnes. Barnes gets it over to Wembanyama. Wembanyama coming to his left. Pocket pass down low to Champagnie, and Anunoby just rips it out of his hands. Here comes Deuce McBride quickly pushing it the other way. McBride over to Anunoby. Head down. Bounce pass. Hugporty two-handed slam. Beautiful fast break from the Knicks. And yet again, the Spurs caught a step slow. They're just a step slow tonight. Fox, 1-on-1 against McBride. Blows right past him in the lane. Kicks out to Wembanyama. Straightaway three. Knocks it down for Victor Wembanyama. Spurs needed it. The Spurs want to dig out of this hole. It's got to be from their stars. It's got to be Fox. Got to be Wemby led. Brunson has it up top. Being guarded by Fox. Brunson coming to his left off the Hugporty screen. Deep pull-up three on the left wing. Off the back rim. Can't get it to go. Champagnie with a good strong rebound. Here comes Victor Wembanyama off the outlet. Being picked up by Hugporty. Wembanyama steps back. They kick it out to Fox. Fox 1-on-1 against McBride. Blows right past him down the lane. Gets tied up. And this Knicks defense has been stifling, baby. It has been stifling. The Knicks are out there with Anunoby, Bridges, Brunson, McCullough, and McBride. Isaiah Garner said, anytime the Knicks see Denver or Spurs, it's food. They have a pretty damn good record against the Spurs for sure. And against the Denver Nuggets specifically. Jump ball, battle for it, loose ball. Fox able to pick it up. Fox zero steps down the lane, kicks it out to Barnes. Barnes being guarded by Anunoby. Stops, turns, spins. They kick it out to Victor Wembanyama being guarded by Hugporty. Says, everybody, calm down. I got it. 1-on-1. Catches, pump fakes. Great defense from Hugporty not to go for it. Fox has to settle for a deep three. Well short. Careens off the side of the rim. Johnson with the loose ball rebound. Can't get the putback to go. Great job by Hugporty to dig down and help out on the putback attempt. And the Knicks dig out a rebound. Brunson off the Hugporty screen. Driving it down against Champagnie. Stop, lean in, step back. Doesn't have the airspace to shoot the three. Leaves it off for McBride. McBride catches and fires a three. Well short. Didn't love that shot. Wembanyama with the rebound, and he'll bring it down the other way. 73-57. A 16-point lead for the Knicks. Wembanyama bringing it down. Settles his feet for a three. And he banks it in. Oh, my goodness. Rattle hit every part of the rim, including the backboard, and he banks it in. Big-time shot for Wemby there. Hugporty has it down low, trying to find an outlet. Pulls it all the way back out. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Fox. Brunson coming to his right. Dancing around the Hugporty screen, sidestep, over to Hugporty in the lane, throws up a floater, comes up short, can't get the friendly roll. Wembanyama with the rebound, he's going to bring it down. 1 minute to go, forgot to restart my timer, apologize by that. 1 minute to go, 73-60, step back three for De'Aaron Fox. Can't get it to go, Hugporty with the rebound. Here comes Brunson. Towns at the scores table, we're under a minute to go. Brunson bringing it down, has it up top, dancing with it. Coming to his right at the Hugporty screen, snaking it back to his left hand at the foul line, pump fakes, fall-away jumper over Champagnie. Maybe Champagnie got a piece of it, but battle for the rebound. Brunson pulls it out. Can't get the layup to go. Brunson calling for a goaltend. They give Wemby the block, and here comes Wembanyama bringing it down. You got to get back on defense, stop complaining, get over to Champagnie, left wing three. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Barnes knocks it out. No, they call a foul. They call a foul on the Knicks. Chef Nick, what's up, Chef? Happy New Year to you, Chef. Happy New Year to you. Wembanyama, they show the replay there. They got a clean block. Clean block on Wemby. Wemby now at the foul line for two. They are in the bonus. Knocks down the first free throw. Spurs doing a great job getting back into this one. Not expecting a blowout. Said it before, I'll say it again. Not expecting a blowout against this Spurs team. They will battle back. They will get back into this one. Gotta expect a dogfight at the end here. Scott, what's up, Scott? Appreciate you, Scott. Appreciate you. We're just having a good time watching basketball, brother. David said, can't wait to face more of these West teams. They're the real test. They are a real test. Gotta face Detroit, too. Detroit game coming up in January here. Wemby knocks down both free throws. 73-62. 30 seconds to go. Brunson will bring it down. My timer's a little behind, but we'll catch up. 30 seconds to go. Brunson bringing it down. Lead down to 11. They led by 19, was the largest lead of the game for the Knicks, but for the most part, it's been hovering around 10 here. Brunson gets it over to McCullough in the middle of the lane. McCullough throws a terrible bounce pass to McBride, who was going to continue along the baseline cut. And they're going to pull Towns out of the game. Bridges is going to come in for the final defensive possession here. Brunson will come out. Towns will come out. Knicks go with the defensive lineup. Got to get one more stop, take a double-digit lead in the halftime. I'll feel good about that. Fox bringing it down the other way. Fox has it up top against McBride. They're going to wind down the clock as much as they can. They lob it right into Wembanyama, being guarded by Hug 40. I don't love this matchup. Wembanyama's been getting off against them. Jab step, swings through, pump fake at the foul line. Pump fakes, leans in, draws the foul. Can't get the shot to go down, but it'll go to the foul line for 2. If you're Hug 40 there, there's no reason to jump. There's no reason to jump against Wembanyama because you're not really going to contest the jump shot anyway. He's about 10 feet 12. Right? If he's hitting you with a million pump fakes, you're good because that means he's picked up his dribble. Right? Means he's picked up his dribble. So all you have to do is keep your hands as high as possible. Keep them off balance. Try to close the airspace without fouling. But you can't jump. You can't get caught in the air against Wemby. Kay Hazy said, Wemby learning too much from Embiid. He has done a little bit of foul baiting today, but I don't think anything egregious. Caught a guy up in the air. Usually when you do that, you're going to try and draw that foul. And once you leave your feet as a defender, you're at the mercy of the offensive player at that point. So it's bad defense. Just bad defense. George Rodriguez, what's up, George? Appreciate you. Happy New Year to you too, my brother. Prince Jamiha, what's up, Prince? Happy New Year to two. Happy New Year. Eva Cotty said, it's very rare that people drink real champagne. True. Champagne's not even good. Prince said, put Robinson on them. Robinson is not available tonight, unfortunately. There was some blood on McCullough, which is why there's the stoppage in play. 0.6 to go anyway, so. They wrap up his finger. He's got a little cut on his hand. So there's blood on the court that they need to wipe up too now. That's the real issue. Okay, he said OG in for that 0.6 seconds 3 again. Absolutely. Absolutely need it. Absolutely need it. Just that's an hour and 11-minute first half. Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a while here. We got to get past. Come on, y'all. Here we go. He had to take his shoes off, too. He's got blood all over his shoes. He had to swap his shoes out. Knicks with a 70-point first half, regardless. I gave 1 point to the Knicks by accident. They have 73. 11-point lead for the Knicks. Wemby will be at the foul line for 2. So now finally, Wembanyama will take his 2 free throws. Pretty good first half for the Knicks, I'd say. Down as many guys as they are. As Wemby misses a free throw. Ball don't lie, baby. Ball don't lie. Love when our opponents miss free throws. 73 first half for the New York Knicks. They're going to win tonight. It's going to be off of them just outscoring the Spurs. They need 3-point variance on their side. You know, down Robinson, down Josh Hart. It's just too much. Too much to overcome defensively in order to really lock it up. But Wemby does knock down the second one. It's a 10-point lead for the Knicks. Get it over to Towns. Towns doesn't get it off in time. And that will be the halftime score, 73-63. Not bad. Not bad. Obviously, when the Knicks go up by 19, you want them to hover around a 15-ish lead. It's down to 10. It's hovered around 10 for majority of the game since the Knicks went up around 10. So we'll take it. We'll take it. Right? As long as you're keeping the Spurs at arm's distance away, they had an excellent offensive first half. They're going to need an excellent offensive second half in order to pull this one out. Towns with 15, Brunson with 13. We can go through the box score. Brunson had 11 first quarter points, only 2 second quarter points, though. Just that's it. Up 10 is amazing. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Zion with 20 points already, by the way. But we'll go through that box score in a second. Let's go over the box score of the game we're watching here. We will start with the Knicks. Anunoby with 4 points, not expending a lot offensively from OG Anunoby with the matchup he has. When they're out there, Wembanyama is guarding OG Anunoby so that he can play as a roamer, and have Champagnie guarding Towns, and Wembanyama can roam off of guys like Anunoby and Diawara, even though Anunoby's a knockdown three-point shooter, we know. Scott said, I'm a 91-92 NBA season hardcore Spurs fan. Yes, I went for Spurs when they were losing because of David Robinson, my favorite player. That's dope, Scott. That's dope. I've been a Knicks fan. I mean, I'm young, so Knicks fans get on me all the time for that. But, I've been a Knicks fan since, 07, 08, which means I came up in the dark times of the New York Knicks when they were a clown show and everybody would make fun of you for being a Knicks fan. Yeah, that's when I became a Knicks fan, right? The Bane quote from the Batman movie has never been more applicable. You guys merely adopted the darkness. At least you had the 90s to cheer for. I grew up in the dark. I grew up with nothing to root for. There was no reason for me to become a Knicks fan other than the fact that my parents were Knicks fans, and therefore they passed it down to me. Victor Marquez with the Victor. They are not the cardiac Knicks anymore. They are the fearless Knicks. I mean, it's still close games. They still provide some cardiac affairs for sure. But I will say, with Jalen Brunson on your side, one of, if not the most clutch player in the league, you just always feel like, hey, they'll find a way. JB's on the court. They'll find a way with Jalen Brunson. Buzzer Beater said, are you going to the club? Nah, brother. Nah. The club's not where it's at anymore, unfortunately. Mo Diawara with 6 points. He played the first 5 minutes of the game, did not get back in the game. 2 for 5 from the field, 2 for 5 from three-point range. They were leaving him open on purpose. He made his first 2 of the game, missed his next 3, including one that was an air ball. So I understand why he didn't come back into the game. I'd like him to he'll probably start the second half, start the third quarter. So Scott said the Knicks are a great team. They have a great chance to win the title this year. I'm hoping, Scott. It's been 52 years, brother. It's been 52 years. My dad wasn't even around when the Knicks won a championship last. That's how long it's been. John Caller Rafi, what's up, John? Knicks fan here since an injured Willis Reed came off the bench to win the championship. See, at least you had good years, John. I haven't had anything. I didn't have anything. Madrasi, what's up, Madrasi? Appreciate you. Smart parents, good point. We do have it pretty good. We did have it pretty good in the 90s. Yeah, at least you guys have, solid memories. I don't have anything. My favorite Knick of all time is David Lee, because I felt like, oh, David Lee's going to become an all-star. Hey, at least that's something. That's my memory as a kid, being a Knicks fan, is at least David Lee made the all-star team as an injury replacement. That's how bad it was. Shout out David Lee. Buzzer Beater said the hat is bigger than your head. It is huge. It is a big old hat. I've looked online. I want a bigger hat. I want a hat so big it's off the screen. That's how big I want my hat. But Buzzer Beater said I love David Lee. I love David Lee, man. I love David Lee. I was sad to see him go. Even though we brought in Stoudemire, I remember I was a kid and I was like, oh man, Stoudemire and David Lee in the front court. I know that's no defense, but God, would it be fun? But obviously they had to trade David Lee to bring in Stoudemire, unfortunately. So Scott said, I remember that one because I see old NBA documentaries on Willis Reed inspired his team to win the title the way he walked out there being injured. Yeah, he walked out, played the start of the game, knocked down the first 2 shots of the game, didn't play the rest of the game, but it was more than enough to inspire the Knicks to pull out that victory. Tay Cowboys, what's up, Tay? Empire, what's up, Empire? I was 11 years old when Willis Reed came out of the tunnel. We got some old heads in the chat for sure. Shout out to all of you guys, man. Lionel said, at least you remember David Lee's winning shot. True. A lot of good moments David Lee provided. He was one of the only beaming lights in a really dark era for the Knicks. Really dark era. Joseph said, why does it say 73? I said it's 74. They have 73. Wembanyama was at the line for 2. He missed the first free throw. Did I give them 74? 73 points. Yeah, 63 to 73. Eddie Howler, what's up, Eddie? Eddie said, man, I'm fried. I'm off the Eddies. Hoping I get another win tonight. Won my last parlay in your stream with 4 seconds left, 2 points needed, and you ended. What's up, Chevy? What's up, Eddie? What's up, brother? Buzzer Beater said, is Wemby that big of a game changer? He's huge. He may be one of the biggest game changers in the league. It's like him, it's Yogi. He's in the MVP race, so he's a huge game changer. Huge. Chi-Chi, what's up, Chi-Chi? Forget David Lee. Had Zebo and traded him for a bag of chips. Imagine Melo, Zebo, and Stoudemire. Yeah, I mean, Zebo was a knucklehead. It took him some time to figure himself out down there in Memphis. It had to happen. It had to happen. He was not going to be able to figure himself out in New York. Too dysfunctional of a franchise. But let's we started going through the box score and then we stopped. Towns with 15 points, 3 for 5 from the field, 7 for 7 from the foul line, doing a great job getting to the foul line. He's knocked down 2 threes as well, which has really helped his in the scoring department. 13 points for Jalen Brunson, 5 for 11 from the field, 1 for 4 from 3. The three-point shot has to start going down for Jalen Brunson if they want an opportunity to win tonight. They're going to need more threes. Their best chance of winning tonight is winning the three-point variance by a large margin. They won the first half, three-point variance by a large margin. That's why they have a 10-point lead, but they're going to need to continue to do that. Okay, he said OG cheated on the jump ball again. Crazy. I didn't notice that. Ivan, what's up, Ivan? The Knicks can beat anyone in the West. I do believe so. You know, tonight putting up a great effort against this Spurs team, down 3 really important key players, and the Spurs mostly healthy. They are missing Devin Vassell, which I did not realize when we started the game, but Devin Vassell is out. Angela Harding, what's up, Angela? Happy New Year to you too, Angela. But we go to the Knicks bench. 4 minutes for Yabusele. Didn't give them much. I thought he, was hustling out there, but didn't give them much. Huck Porty in his 8 minutes, 6 points, 4 rebounds, an assist. Decent defense against Wembanyama. Not great defense, but decent defense against Wemby. Jordan Clarkson, 10 points in 9 minutes, 4 for 7 from the field. We highlighted that stretch Jordan Clarkson had, hustling his butt off. Absolutely loved it. My goodness, is he ingratiating himself to me, who was really skeptical of the signing in the offseason. Jordan Clarkson's a wild card type of player, and he'll continue to be a wild card type of player, but my goodness, was he phenomenal. Buzzer Beater said, was that foul on Kolek valid? It was a foul on Kolek. I don't think it was a reckless closeout, though. But I also don't think it was a reckless closeout on the Brunson one. At least they were consistent. At least the referees were consistent. They gave it to Brunson. They gave it to Champagnie on very similar plays. So at least they were consistent on it. That's all you could ask, even if I don't agree with the call. At least they were consistent calling it both ways. David said, why do you think Brown only limits DOR to 5 to 6 minutes and only the first quarter? I think specifically tonight, it just wasn't that great of a matchup with Wembanyama playing off of him. So he was going to have to hit 5 or 6 threes tonight in order to be really effective, because with Wembanyama guarding him, it was going to allow Wembanyama to play off of him, and they were just going to continue to dare DOR to shoot. He knocked down his first 2 and then missed his next 3, and that probably just canceled out the remainder of his chances of playing, as long as Wemby was going to be out on the court. DOR likely wasn't, and Wemby's on the court a lot. So, Joseph said, Knicks look like the best team in the NBA this season. They've been beating so many good teams this season. I hope the Knicks face OKC soon. They don't. We can look ahead at the schedule. They do not face OKC soon. They face them down in March. So much later in the season. Antonio Jar Emilio Jr. What's up, Antonio? Knicks have so many missing players. They do. Very important players, too. Very important players to this matchup specifically as well. Josh Hart is incredibly important against the Spurs. He's incredibly important in general, but incredibly important against the Spurs because he's one of their better rebounders. And then same with Mitchell Robinson. We saw his importance the last time these two teams faced off for the Cup Championship. With no Mitchell Robinson, you can see struggling a little bit on the defensive side, specifically against Wembanyama. So there's that. Scott said, Happy New Year, Spurs and Knicks fans. Stay safe, everyone. Stay safe, Scott. Happy New Year to you, my brother. Victor Marquez said, why do New York always has the most struggling teams, Giants, Yankees, and New York Rangers, to do the same? New York's they just don't get nice things. That's the issue. Jordan Clarkson, we highlighted Jordan Clarkson, 10 points. Phenomenal. Love it from JC. Kevin McCullough knocked down a 3, which was great. Needed that. Absolutely needed that. 2 rebounds, 2 assists for Kevin McCullough. I like the way he's played. He threw a wild bounce pass. Thought McBride was going to cut back door. He didn't. He did not. So a bad turnover there. But for the most part, excellent minutes from Kevin McCullough, who also provided good defense in his 8 minutes. Deuce McBride, 14 minutes, 5 points, 1 for 2 from 3, 2 for 3 from the floor, 2 boards, 2 assists, and his usual brand of excellent defense. Going to need a lot more Deuce McBride. It's nice to have Deuce McBride back, I'll say that. Having Deuce McBride and Mitchell Robinson back soon should be fun. And then hopefully Josh Hart isn't going to be out for too long. And then obviously we're expecting Landry Shamet back in a couple of weeks. So Knicks going to start rounding into form, getting their players back healthy. And then as Mike Brown has done a great job of utilizing the bench, it's been a very fruitful stretch here, even through the injuries. Let's go down to the Spurs. Harrison Barnes with 3 points. He's only taken 2 shots tonight. He's missed his 1 3-point attempt. 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Not a great night for Harrison Barnes. Not all that effective so far. Not all that impactful in the game. Champagnie with 12 points. At one point, he was their leading scorer. He's 3 for 6 from the field. All 3 of them from 3-point range. All 6 of his attempts from 3-point range. He did draw that foul from the 3-point line, so he got 3 free throws out of it. Those are his 12 points right there. 3 from the 3-point line and then 3 from the foul line. 4 rebounds as well. He's a pretty good rebounder. Wembanyama caught fire in that second quarter. Really went at the Knicks at that point. He's 2 for 2 from 3-point range, 7 for 9 from the field overall for 22 points. He's 6% from the foul line, doing a great job getting to the foul line, and also added 8 rebounds as well. He does have the 1 big block on Brunson, but has also turned it over 3 times. Can be an issue, and has been an issue with Wembanyama so far during his career. Turned it over a little bit too much. De'Aaron Fox, 11 points, 5 for 10 from the field, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and has been a little bit frustrated tonight, but he's been as impactful as always for De'Aaron Fox. 11 points on 10 shot attempts isn't the greatest level of efficiency, even though he's 50% from the floor, which is good. But 11 points on 10 shot attempts isn't always great. Steph Castle, a horrific night. 1 point for him. 0 for 6 from the field. 0 for 3 from 3-point range. 1 for 2 from the foul line. He does have 2 rebounds and 5 assists, bringing his usual brand of just intangibles that he brings to the team. He's been very good in that regard. But my goodness, can he not buy a basket right now? Expecting a much better second half for Steph Castle. Scott said if Barnes is on with his threes, Spurs win. Team utilize that and has been making sure Barnes doesn't go off. Yeah, absolutely. It's funny because Harrison Barnes, well, not to the same degree. When we cover Timberwolves games, I call Naj Reid the barometer for the Timberwolves. If Naj Reid is having a good game, the Timberwolves are having a good game. If you can neutralize Naj Reid, oftentimes the Minnesota Timberwolves just kind of run out of offense. Even with the additions of Randle and DiVincenzo, should be a little more offense. Even with McDaniel stepping up offensively the way he has this year. If Naj Reid is having a poor game, the Timberwolves are usually struggling. If he's having a good game, the Timberwolves are usually playing well. And Barnes is a little bit of that as well, to your point, Scott. Only 3 points for him. It's also exacerbated by the fact that Castle's not giving them anything in the scoring department. He's got 1 point tonight coming from the foul line, so that's unfortunate. Does have the 5 assists, 2 turnovers. The -9 tonight, though. I noticed, I don't know what's wrong with him, but I noticed he had his hand wrapped in something, and when he was at the foul line for those 2 free throws, he was kind of holding and massaging his hand a little bit, so obviously something is bothering him with his hand that's affecting his play tonight. We go to the bench for the Spurs. Olynyk with 5 minutes. He didn't score, but excellent defense. Karl-Anthony Towns frustrated him a little bit. Keldon Johnson has been excellent off the bench. 9 points for him. Corey Bryant got 4 minutes, didn't do anything. 9 minutes for Luke Cornett. 3 points on an and 1 play. 3 boards to assist. The usual good play for Luke Cornett as one of the better backup bigs in the league. And then Dylan Harper in his 10 minutes, 2 points, didn't do a whole lot. Ended up picking up a team technical for the Spurs. I think the Knicks have done a really good job of controlling the things they can control, and that's controlling some of the role players for the Spurs. Wembanyama, Fox, it's going to be hard to hold those guys down, but I think they did a pretty good job of keeping the rest of the team away from dominating the game the way the Spurs usually do as a team. But here we go. We're going to get ready for the second quarter now. Isaiah Gardner said, I'm so surprised how Maxey got more votes than JB in the All-Star game. I'm not surprised at all. Maxey's an incredibly fun player to watch. It's not about, people don't vote who they think should be All-Stars or who's a better player who's having the better season. It's strictly about who is the most fun, good player to watch. And Maxey's an excellent player. And he's also incredibly fun to watch. Born 3X with the Born. Maxey's doing good too. Maxey's doing great. One of my favorite players in the league. Infinity G, what's up, Infinity? Thank you, bro. I love women, but not as sports commentators, especially if she starts has never played basketball with men. How can a woman relate to men experiencing in real time? They can. I don't know where that comment came from, brother. Don't be a weirdo. Alyssa, what's up, Alyssa? Here we go. Brunson and the Knicks bringing it down to start the third quarter. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Castle. Good defense from Castle. Brunson can't get free. Half spin, driving it down past him, though. Takes a bump, stop, turn, spin. Leaves it off inside the Diawara. Diawara pulls it out. Fakes the handoff, kicks out to Anunoby. Anunoby driving to his left, step back, hesitates, has to put it up with the shot clock winding down. Off the front rim, can't get it to go. Wembanyama with the rebound. Excellent defense from the Spurs to start the second half. Fox has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. They get it out to Barnes. Barnes being guarded by Towns. You got Diawara on Wembanyama. Interesting. They get over to Champagny. They lob it down low to Wembanyama, and they call a foul on Barnes. They call a foul on Diawara, fouling Wembanyama on the entry pass. Kinahara, what's up, Kinahara? Deuce McBride coming in right away for Diawara? Interesting. Not sure what Diawara did to get him pulled, but he's out. Anunoby on Wemby. They swing it over to Barnes, tagging Towns off the bounce. Leans in, puts it above glass, and Barnes able to get the layup to go. Good defense from Towns, better offense from Barnes. And it's an 8-point game. Brunson bringing it down against Castle. High screen from Towns, gets Brunson free a little bit. They swing it out to Towns in the pick and pop, catches, pump fake, trying to blow past Wemby, down the lane, scoop lay with the right hand, got it to go, and the late foul call on Wembanyama gives Towns the and one. Knicks back up by 10. Towns will go to the foul line for one more, and that is Wembanyama's. How many fouls is that? 2? Only 2 fouls on Wemby? 3 fouls on Wemby now. Could end up being a big deal if they can draw one more foul on Wembanyama. That could get him out of the game for the remainder of the quarter. Wemby is a smart basketball player. Probably not going to put himself in that situation. Knicks will have to force it. Scott said, Cavs got away with hitting Wemby on purpose. Interesting. I didn't watch the game. I just saw the result. Here we go. Towns at the foul line. He's been excellent from the foul line, and he does knock that free throw down. Yak said, fans don't like New York also comes into play. Absolutely, yeah. Outside of Knicks fans, most people won't vote for Jalen Brunson, especially with the crazy PR that he has with him being this insane foul baiter, which he isn't. Doesn't flop any more than normal stars do. Barnes pump fake, steps through, misses the layup. And now here comes Brunson bringing it down the other way. Brunson up top being guarded by Champagny. Stops, turns, spins right off of him in the lane, throws up the floater. In and out, can't get it to go. Wembanyama clears with the rebound. Quick outlet to Fox. Fox quickly pushing it the other way. McBride backpedaling. Fox blows past him. Scoop with the right hand. Gets it to go. Towns can't get to the shot block. It was close. Good effort from Towns, but he can't get it to go. Excellent finish from Fox. McBride has it up top. Being guarded by Champagny. Coming to his left off the screen. Dancing around the Town screen. Coming to his right. Driving it down. Steps back. Puts up the threes. Wembanyama's late to close out. And Deuce McBride makes him pay, knocking it down. Needed it. Knicks back up by 12. Castle bringing it down. Has it on the left wing. Wemby slips and falls. Gets back up. Castle driving it down against Anunoby. Goes up. Just lobs it up top to Wemby. And he lays it up and in as McBride has switched onto him. Nothing you can do. Brunson bringing it down the other way. Spins coming to his right. Gray screen from Towns in the backcourt. Brunson steps back. Pump fakes. Excellent defense from Castle. Leaves it off for McBride. McBride coming to his left. Driving it down. Leans in. Step back. Foul line. Fall away jumper. Deuce McBride coming up huge here tonight. Excellent shot making from Deuce. Here comes Castle bringing it down the other way. Deuce McBride now up to 10 points for him. Castle crosses over to his right. Blows right past McBride down the lane. Draws the foul on Towns. And that'll send Castle to the foul line for 2. Pick Towns with the moving contest there. That's 3 fouls on Towns. So 3 fouls on Wemby, 3 fouls on Towns. Both players now have to play very cautiously to not pick up their 4th. Picking up a 4th foul will essentially send them to the bench for the remainder of the quarter. And we're here early in the quarter at 8:43 to go. Scott said, yeah, one Cavs player hit Wemby in the lower part of his body. In front of the refs, as Wemby was nowhere near the basketball. Yeah, it's crazy how physical they allow players to be off ball, and then how little contact they allow on ball. Like, it's just, I get it, but the dichotomy of it is crazy. It is crazy. Deuce with 13 points. They didn't update it yet. Deuce with 13 points. After that, made 3. Castle knocks down the first one. Misses the second free throw. Knicks catching a break with the Spurs missing some free throws here tonight. Brunson bringing it down the other way. 81-70, an 11-point lead for the Knicks. They swing it out to Anunoby. Anunoby hesitates from 3, tries to kick it over to Bridges, but knocked out of bounds by Champagny. Good hands from him. He got elbowed hard. I mean, when you're a tall player like Wemby, a lot of guys know, like, go for the body, especially with, like, those cheap little elbow shots for sure. Unfortunately, but that is just a part of playing a contact sport. Brunson gets it into McBride. McBride kicks it out to Towns. Towns gets it over to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Castle. Castle doing an excellent job here. Brunson driving it down. Stops, turns, steps through, shovels it out to McBride. McBride puts up the three. Oh my goodness, Deuce McBride, my goodness. Deuce McBride has been phenomenal tonight. They kick it out to Wembanyama, catches pump fakes, driving it down, loses the handle, picks it back up, goes in, gets the layup of the go. Wembanyama's doing a great job trying to keep his team hanging around. Home run past OG Anunoby, gets fouled from behind by Harrison Barnes. Anunoby will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. And the Knicks continuously just outrunning the Spurs in transition here. The Spurs doing a really bad job of getting back on defense. So Wemby gets the layup, and Anunoby just releases and runs down the other court. They inbound it to Brunson, throws a home run past Anunoby. Easy layup attempt. Barnes does a good job of hustling back and fouls him and saves the 2-point basket. Send him to the foul line for 2. The Knicks just got to knock down the free throws now. As Anunoby knocks down the first one. Love to see it. Jay Hazy said Deuce is on fire. I was worried about Deuce coming back from the injury and being rusty and not having the 3-point shot like loaded up the way he was before the injury, but he's picked up right where he's left off, man. He's been phenomenal. Anunoby knocks down both free throws. Love to see it. Knicks back up by 14 here, 86-12. I mean, 86-72. Excuse me. 86-12 would be crazy. 86-72 here. Knicks up by 14. 8:30 to go. Champagnie turns and fires a 3 over Brunson. Got it to go. Gets those 3 points right back from McBride's previous 3. McBride has it up top, attacking to his left. Goes past the defense, has it at the foul line, pulls it all the way back out as Wembanyama switched onto him. McBride's going to dance with it. Hesitates, step back 3 over Wemby. My goodness, he knocks that down. Shoots up an air ball. Bridges saves it over to Anunoby. Excellent save. Shot clock down to 7. Anunoby attacking along the baseline. Leans in, goes up. Can't get the layup to go. Excellent defense. Looking for a foul. He doesn't get it. Spurs hit ahead past the Castle. 1-on-1 against Brunson. Goes up with the layup. Got it to go for Castle. His first made field goal of the game. And they knock it back down to a 9-point lead, 86-77. Now we're under 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Brunson coming to his left off a good Town screen in the backcourt. Brunson 1-on-1 against Wembanyama. Pulls it all the way back out. Don't like this. I'd rather throw it to Towns in the post against Barnes. Brunson's going to isolate. Coming to his right. Leans in. Goes to the basket. Kicks it out to Bridges. Bridges left corner 3 fading out of bounds. Comes up short. Wembanyama with the rebound. Just feed it to Towns in the post and that switch. Come on. We don't need Brunson 1-on-1 against Wemby. That's not a good matchup. Wembanyama is the trailer for a 3. Off the back rim. Can't get it to go. But a foul. They call a foul on Brunson. And it's going to send Wemby to the foul line for 3? 3 fouls on Brunson, by the way. Not good. Daniel Dash. What's up, Dan? Sunny Adelaide, South Australia. Great call, Chevy Go Knickerbockers. Appreciate you, Dan. Appreciate you. Mr. Lee. What's up, Mr. Lee? Somebody tell me is OG is about to dunk and the defender comes from behind and fouls. Why is that not a clear path foul? Because it's already a 2-shot foul because he's in the act of shooting. That's why. Because it's a shooting foul. If Anunoby was not shooting the ball, it would be a clear path foul. Wembanyama knocks down the first one. He's got 2 more coming. I don't know if was a foul on Wembanyama for Wembanyama threes. That was because the contact came Brunson. They called a push on Brunson as he was pushing Castle, but I don't think that's a foul on a shot attempt. That's a foul on the loose ball attempt, or that's a foul off ball. So probably should have just been side out of bounds. That's what I would have been arguing if I was Mike Brown. But Wemby knocks down the first 2. Got 1 more coming. Cut the lead back to 6 here. Wemby knocks down all 3 free throws. It's 86-80. Hit ahead to Bridges. Bridges bringing it down. Brunson up top, coming to his left, dancing around a Town screen. Gets it over to Bridges. Bridges back to Brunson. Spurs defense has definitely ticked up here. They've been much better to start the second half. Brunson coming to his right at the Town screen. Brunson tries to hit the pocket pass to Towns and kicked out of bounds by Wembanyama. Side out of bounds for the Knicks. Shot clock reset to 14. Anamona said it's going to be a close one for sure. Always expected it to be. You get it into Towns. Towns turns, pump fakes, cross-court pass. McBride, open 3, line me up. Off the back rim, can't get that one to go. Long rebound, Barnes able to grab it. Hit ahead to Castle. Castle bringing it down. Castle in the corner. Harper, right wing three over McBride. Can't get that one to go. Harper saves it, though, out to Barnes. Extra pass. Champagne's been killing us all night, and Champagne rattles it in, knocking it back to a single possession game. 86-83. Under 7 to go. And a timeout. Knicks full timeout here. The Flea said, as soon as I tune in, they make a run. I'm logging off. Go Knicks. You can hang out, Fleas. It's not you. You just got to expect this first team. They never quit, man. It's gonna be a dogfight to the end. Always expected a close game. Always expected a close game. Even when the Knicks went up by 19. Daniel said, I love the Akubra hat. You look like you've been hanging out at Nude My Nana. Well, appreciate you, Daniel. Appreciate you, brother. We are in Texas, so we had to come through with the proper attire. Lana Mona said we need another run. They do need another run. They do need another run. Full timeout from our Knicks. Evo Cotty said we need a Brunson burner. I mean, this is a really tough matchup for Brunson. You have Wembanyama in the paint, and then you have the ball pressure of Castle and Fox out there. Like, it's just a really tough matchup for Brunson. Brunson's doing a great job of drawing multiple eyes and multiple defenders, which is why, you know, coming in with no Mitchell Robinson to help on the glass, no Josh Hart to help as a release valve for the Knicks, and no Landry Shamet to help out on the three-point shooting and the point of attack defense. Why I said coming into tonight, the Knicks need to win, very heavily need to win, the three-point shooting variance. And if we go to the team stats, we can see where they stand overall so far tonight. Overall, it is 14 to 8 three-point makes here. Spurs have gone to the line 10 more times than the Knicks. So hopefully that could even out as the game goes on. But they're now losing on the glass by 7 rebounds. Not what you want to see. They do have 3 more assists. They're moving the ball a little bit better. Fast break points, they're winning. Points in the paint, they're losing by 6. Not too bad. But they have committed 4 more fouls, 7 more fouls. So here we go. Muhammad said this game will be very close. Cardiac Knicks fair yet again. Yak said we need 2-point shots also, but must take the open threes. For sure, for sure. The reason why I say they need to win the 3-point variance exclusively tonight, Yak, mostly if they want a chance against Spurs. One, it's the Spurs, and they're a very good team. And the Knicks are very shorthanded. And when shorthanded, you kind of just rely a little bit more on your jump shooting to kind of win you games every now and again. And I think tonight is the night where the Knicks need their jump shooting on their side. They need the jump shooting on their side to pull this one out. Robbie Deary, appreciate you, Robbie. Hope you're having a good time tonight, brother. Thank you for the subscription. Eddie said, is Brunson on the court? Brunson is playing. He is on the court. And coming out of the timeout, Brunson will be bringing it down. They swing it over to Bridges. Bridges over to Anunoby. Anunoby left corner 3. Need OG to knock down the open shots. Can't get it to go. Here comes Harper and the Spurs bringing it down the other way. It's 86-83. Harper kicks it out to Castle. Castle up top being guarded by McBride. Coming to a drive the Champagne screen. Cross-court pass to Barnes. Barnes takes the baseline, driving it down. Stops, leans in, puts up the floater. Can't get it to go. McBride with a nice, strong, loose ball rebound. They hit ahead to Bridges on the right wing. Bridges kicks it out to McBride. McBride over to Towns. Towns being guarded by Castle. Catches, pump fakes, blown bats the defense. They kick it out. Extra pass to Anunoby. Excellent closeouts from the Spurs. Towns just has to take that shot in the paint, I think. They swing it over to Brunson. Brunson steps back. Pump fake, steps through. Gets caught in the air. Leaves it off for Anunoby in the paint. Loses the handle. Pump fakes, kicks it out, and stolen by Harper. Excellent defense from the Spurs. Knicks hesitating far too much. Take the first open look. Harper, beautiful Euro step around the lane. They swing it out to Wembanyama. Extra pass Champagne. A 3 over McBride. And Champagne knocks it down to tie it up at 86 here. And now we got a full basketball game, baby. Bridges bringing it down the other way. Snakes it across the lane. They kick it over to Anunoby, over to Bridges, left corner 3 left open, and he knocks it down, taking a 3-point lead back. Okay, anything you can do, I can do better offense. And the rest blow the whistle. Mark.TV said it's just the Spurs run. I mean, I expect the Spurs to be in this game. I expect this to be a close basketball game. I expected this to coming in, and we're getting it. When the Knicks went up by 19, I had a small glimmer of hope, and I'm like, oh, maybe tonight is the night. Oh, there's an issue with the clock that they're fixing right now, which is why they stopped the game for a second here. Now the Spurs will inbound it. I had a small glimmer of hope. I'm like, oh, hold on. Maybe the Spurs just don't have it tonight. But Spurs do have it. They are bringing it. Here we come. Castle bringing it down. He has it up top. Being guarded by Bridges. They get it over to Barnes. Barnes being guarded by Towns. Barnes directing some traffic. They get over to Wembanyama. Fires a midi over Anunoby, and he got it to go. Not much you could do about that other than deny him the ball initially. Knicks did a bad job of doing that. Brunson bringing it down, being guarded by Castle. Coming to his left. Brunson, pass fake, steps through, kicks out to McBride, extra pass to Anunoby. Anunoby hesitates, now back to McBride. They swing it over to Towns. Towns fires a three over Wemby. Comes up short on it, battle for the loose ball. Champagnie picks it up. Here comes Steph Castle bringing it down. The Spurs could take the lead here. And Castle runs right into Brunson in an offensive foul on Steph Castle. Having a rough night tonight. He's played better here in the second half, but struggle still continuing. Excellent job by Brunson stepping in there. Castle trying to just blow past the defense. Not a smart decision there, trying to split the defense. 89 to 88. Scott said Dylan Harper had the best defense past few games of stealing the ball in the passing lanes. I mean, it's crazy how much better he's getting game after game after game. It is crazy. Clarkson is back in, 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Castle. Knicks are directing traffic to get it over to Clarkson. Clarkson's going to run pick and roll with Hukporti. Good defense from Harper to stay in front. Refusing to be screened right now. Clarkson coming to his left, driving it down against Harper. Leans in, fall away jumper. Shoots up an air ball. Excellent defense from the Spurs there. Miscommunication from the Knicks offensively and what they wanted to do. Clarkson essentially just went one-on-one against Harper. Harper down the lane, loses the handle. Brunson picks it up. Great defense between Clarkson and McBride. Hit ahead pass to Yabusele. Yabusele down the lane, scoop play with the right hand. Got it to go for Gershon Yabusele. Great hit ahead pass and great finish from Yabu. Here comes Castle bringing down out to Champagnie. Transition three for him. Got it to go. Champagnie, my goodness, has been a demon from the three-point line, keeping his Spurs team in it. Tied at 91 yet again. Here comes Brunson bringing it down the other way, being guarded by Castle. Been a rough second half for Jalen Brunson so far as well. Excellent defense from Castle. Brunson dancing with it. Coming to his left off the Hukporti screen. Shuffles it inside to Yabusele. Yabusele kicks it out to McBride. Pump fake, sidestep. McBride trying to answer. Can't get that one to go. Clarkson battling on the glass. Saves the offensive rebound. Leans in. Kicks it out to Brunson. Brunson catches. Pump fake. Swings through. Down the lane. Pass fake. Scoop lay with the left hand over Cornette. Can't get it to go. Hukporti the offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Brunson. Extra pass to Yabusele. Extra pass to McBride. McBride can't corral it. Swings it out to Clarkson. Blows past Cornette. Kicks it out to Brunson. Brunson in the left corner three. Can't get it to go. Great ball move from the Knicks. Great rotations from the Spurs. But the Knicks can't connect on the open look. Here comes Keldon Johnson bringing it down the other way. Crosses over to his left. He's one-on-one against McBride. He's got the size and strength advantage. Bullying his way to the basket. Knocks down the little flip shot in the lane. And the Spurs take their lead for the first time since, I believe, the first quarter. Brunson home run pass to Clarkson. Clarkson gets it over to Hukporti. Hukporti back to Clarkson. Jab step, coming to his left in the mid-range. Clarkson stops, leaves it off for Brunson, cutting to the rim, throws up a tough floater, air ball, but a loose ball foul. I think they call it a foul on the floor. Brunson's upset. Brunson's very upset. Very hot right now. Gigi said, so they're leaving the guy that is 7 for 10 from 3 wide open. Okay, well, it was in transition, brother. It was in transition. That happens. Deuce McBride subs out. I was just thinking, probably a good time to get Tyler Kolek in. They do get Tyler Kolek in. You need another creator out there. So Brunson will inbound it. The foul that was called was on Hukporti battling for the loose ball, for the rebound, not on the Brunson shot attempt. Hukporti has it up top. Great ball denial from Fox here. Hukporti gets it out to Clarkson. Clarkson one-on-one against the rookie Carter Bryant. Clarkson leans in, draws a foul, and no shot. Side out of bounds, but the shot clock will be reset to 14 here. Carter Bryant got his hands caught in the cookie jar. This quarter is 30 to 18 in favor of the Spurs, by the way. Just under 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. Spurs have done a great job battling all the way back. It's 93 to 91. We're going to get a Spurs timeout. They're using a challenge here. Are they using a challenge or not? I assume they're going to be using a challenge here because it's a weird time to use a timeout there. Again, the NBA and commentators in general just had to do a better job of communicating. Did they call a timeout to use a challenge or not? Just let us know, man. Show, like, they have that green signal light there, but the camera never pans to it. Let us know. Let us know. Hilltop, what's up, Hilltop? Jordan Clarkson, how good is he? It's fine. 33 years old, on the backside of his career, but still good. Anthony said, Knicks still can't play 4 quarters. It's very rare to watch a basketball game in which one team dominates for 4 quarters, brother. That is just not something that really happens all that often. Keenar said, it's not bad shooting, it's good defense. The Knicks have not gotten good open looks. Fair. The Knicks have not gotten a ton of open looks. They've gotten some. But the Spurs rotations right now are impeccable. The Spurs rotation is impeccable. The Knicks are moving the ball extremely well, specifically these last couple of offensive possessions. Moving the ball extremely well. And yet the Spurs are still making the extra rotation every single time. The Knicks can't get an open look, even with great ball movement. AP, what's up, AP? Said total collapse, but hey, we do it to other teams. No, that was too positive, AP. You threw a positive spin at the end of it there. I need more negativity from you in order for the Knicks to pull this one out, big dog. I don't think it's a total collapse. I think them going up by 19 was just like a flurry of three-point shooting. Like it was more closer to being a 10-point game more often. And without 3 core guys, you just had to, like, this was going to be a close game. It would have been far more surprising if this ended up in a blowout. I said exactly, Chevy. It's just the Spurs are playing fantastic defense for the Knicks extra passing. Yeah, I mean, the Knicks are doing a great job of moving the ball and playing solid offensive basketball. Spurs are just doing a better job of playing defense right now. And usually good offense beats good defense, but you need to make the shot at the end. And the Knicks, not getting open looks and not making the shots that they need to make, the way that they made them in the first half. But the Spurs have picked up their defense in comparison to the way they played in the first half. Albert said the Knicks team is not going to win a championship. They need to get Giannis, Trey Towns. That ain't happening, brother. Kwame Robertson, what's up, Kwame? I don't know. I'm not too worried. I think the Knicks will pull this one out. It's hard to think otherwise the way they've played this year. They just find ways to win. But I will say, if there's any team that can neutralize the captain, there's 2 teams that worry me in guarding Jalen Brunson. And that's the Spurs, because they have the perimeter defenders to do it, and Victor Wembanyama to take away his paint touches. And it's the San Antonio Spurs, who have a similar defensive identity. They have the perimeter defenders to guard Brunson and the interior presence with Holmgren and Hartenstein to take away his paint presence. But here we go. We're under 3 minutes to go. Kolek hands it off to Brunson. Brunson coming to his left off the Hug 40 screen, driving it down against Harper. Stop, turn, spin, pump fake, steps through, puts up the floater off glass, and it rims out. That's a shot Jalen Brunson knocks down 10 times out of 10. Usually misses that one. Here comes Harper bringing it down, pushing the pace. Hug 40 forced to switch onto him. Cornette and Brunson switched. But now they scram switch away from it. So now Harper has it up top, being guarded by Hug 40. Cross-court pass to Fox, being guarded by Clarkson. Pulls it back out. Driving to his right. They kick it out to Harper. They're going to dare him to shoot. He puts it up. Well short on that one. Loose ball. And Keldon Johnson saves it, but knocks it out of bounds. So the ball will go back to the Knicks. Joe said, not going to lie, Brunson struggles against the Pacers too, but he still does good with points. Yeah, I mean, Nembhard's a good defender. Brunson coming to his right to get it over to Clarkson. Clarkson back up top to Brunson. And the Spurs are in the zone. Back to Clarkson. Clarkson, they show a double team in the zone. Driving to his right. Kicks it out to Yabusele. Extra pass to Brunson. Extra pass to Clarkson. Quick right corner 3 from him. And he rattles it in. Okay, we needed a 3-point shot to go down. AP with another extra, very generous super chat. Appreciate JP. Very generous tonight. But I knew they were going to lose Murphy's Law. There you go, AP. You got to play your role, brother. Now I know the Knicks will pull it out. Harper gets it over to Fox. Fox over to Harper. Harper down the lane against Hug 40. Great verticality from Hug 40. Forces the miss. Good job from Yabusele to knock the rebound away from Cornette. Kolek back to Brunson. Over to Yabusele. Yabusele pump fake, driving the lane, kicks it over to Brunson, extra pass to Kolek, extra pass, Clarkson, right corner 3, give me another one. Too strong, can't get it to go, battle for the loose ball rebound. Hug 40 rips it away, Hug 40 has it in the post, kicks it out, Kolek, extra pass to Brunson, inside pass to Clarkson, Clarkson kicks it out to Kolek, Kolek hesitates from 3, back out to Clarkson, Clarkson pump fake, jab step, driving to his left in the lane, against Cornette, goes up, gets blocked by Cornette, just take the lefty scoop layup, Clarkson, come on, brother. Here comes Johnson bringing it down the other way, being picked up by Kolek, driving it down, putting his head down, attacking, spinning in the lane, they kick it out, Fox open, right wing 3 for him, off the back rim, can't get it to go, and a loose ball foul on Carter Bryant running over Jalen Brunson. Ball will go back to the Knicks. Whew. The action never stops, man. The action never stops. The action never stops. Tom Anthony said, can't buy a bucket. Spurs defense is for real, man. Spurs defense is for real. The referees, I think, are going to go look to see if this meets the criteria of a flagrant. I don't see how that, unless they show a replay, and they show me that I guess it could be, but I think Carter Bryant just runs over Brunson, which is just a basketball foul. It's a reckless play from Carter Bryant. Brunson's literally just standing there. So unless the referees deem this purposeful, like Carter Bryant intentionally ran into Brunson, I don't see how this is a flagrant. Mayweather, what's up, Mayweather? Chef, you got the best microphone in broadcast today. Appreciate you. Very, very, very kind of you to say, brother. Common foul, but the Knicks are in the bonus, so 2 shots for Jalen Brunson at the foul line. Knock down your free throws. Oda Austin said flagrant foul in the Spurs. Just a common foul, but 2 free throws for Brunson. Joseph said Spurs are for real this season. They beat OKC 3 times for a reason. They did. They did do that. The Fleas has become a member. Appreciate you, Fleas. Very generous of you, brother. Way to support the community, Big Dog. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for that. The Fleas is officially a member. Appreciate you, man. Salute to you. Whew. Brunson will be at the foul line for 2. Knicks leading by 1 here, 94-93. Brunson at the foul line can put them up by 3. It'll still be a 1-possession game if he does. But just gotta knock down the free throws. Knocks down the first one, a perfect free throw. Love to see it. Got 1 more coming. Brunson made the first one. 95-93, 1 minute to go here in this third quarter. Brunson goes 2 for 2 from the foul line, putting the Knicks up by 3. Here comes De'Aaron Fox. Gets it over to Keldon Johnson. Johnson will bring it down. Johnson hands it off to Fox. Fox being guarded by Brunson. It looks like the Knicks are in the zone. They kick it out to Champagnie, a 3. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Yabusele grabs a rebound, falls onto it, digs it out. Loose ball, still diving onto it. Cornette saves it. Out to Johnson, out to Champagnie. Champagnie kicks it up to Fox. Fox is straight away 3 over Brunson. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Bodies flying everywhere. Knocked out of bounds. And they're going to give it to the Spurs. And Mike Brown's looking at the bench. Mike Brown's looking at the bench. Are we going to use the challenge here, Mike Brown? And I think the Knicks are going to use a timeout here. They are going to use a timeout. The green flag is lit. The green light is lit. And that looks like it could be off of Champagnie, unless there's a over-the-back foul on Clarkson, which I don't think it is, because I don't think his body makes contact with Champagnie. He does a great job of going straight up and then knocking the ball out. Champagnie has his hand in there as well, looking at it. It's hard to tell on the replay there that they showed, but the Knicks use their challenge here, so I'm going to take their word for it. But they haven't been all that great at challenging. Tom Thibodeau and his coaching staff was better at challenges, so who knows? Who knows where this will go? Mark Johnson, what's up, Mark? Spurs fan here, you're doing a great job. Appreciate you, Mark. Appreciate you. Hey, man, with all the new Spurs fans in the chat, if you guys are enjoying the content, we cover Spurs games throughout this year. I'm a Knicks fan, so we cover every single Knicks game. But we cover games Monday through the weekend, 6 days out of the week. And on some nights, on special occasions, if the games are good enough, we'll do double headers. We'll cover multiple games a night. So even if the Knicks are playing, if the Spurs are playing OKC, we'll try and tune into that game as well. With them being on the West Coast, they're often the late night game, so we try to watch as many Spurs games as we can. Try to watch as many games from good teams as we can. We've watched multiple Denver Nuggets versus Houston Rockets games. We watched 2 of the Spurs OKC games so far this year. So if you're enjoying yourselves, you can go ahead and subscribe, because even though we prioritize Knicks games, they're not the only team we cover. Scott said, I wouldn't challenge in a close game. Save it for later, as you might lose a challenge with a timeout. True. Very true. The Knicks are going to win this challenge. Ball last touch by Champagnie. And the Knicks win the challenge. The ball will go to the Knicks now. It was with the Spurs. It'll go back to the Knicks now. Knicks up by 3, 42 seconds to go. The Fleas also reminded people to like the stream. Appreciate you, Fleas. If you're enjoying the content, hit the like button, hit that thumbs up button, like the stream. It is by far the best way you can support the channel and support the community, y'all. I appreciate it. Big Red said he's even covered my silly Bulls. We have covered a couple of Bulls games this year. Sometimes we don't have great options. We try to cover the best game that night, and sometimes it's just not a great game on. Like last night, we covered Philly taking on Memphis. Not a great game, not a great matchup. Two teams stuck in the middle, hovering around 500, but we still covered it. Here we go. We're into it. Brunson bringing it down. Hit ahead to Clarkson. Clarkson back to Brunson. Brunson a straightaway 3. They leave him open because they're in that zone, and Brunson makes them pay, knocking down the 3. Knicks with a 6-point lead. 99-93. There you go, JB. JB a little upset, a little frustrated, shaking his head, knowing he's not having a great third quarter here, but that's a big-time shot right there. And De'Aaron Fox and the Spurs will bring it down. 30 seconds to go. 2 more possessions likely. Johnson has it up top. Swing it out to Fox, and the Knicks are also in the zone. They swing it out to Champagnie, right corner 3, trying to answer. Too strong, can't get it to go, but a foul on Clarkson, trying to keep Kornet off the glass. Dom Anthony said Cape is on the way out. Absolutely. Jalen Brunson's going to need that cape for the fourth quarter for sure. For sure. Captain Clutch got to go put that cape on. Yabusele's, man, he's got that like jelly all over his lips, man. Crazy. Crazy having to play with that on your face, man. He's got that lip laceration, so that's the reason why, but still crazy. They swing it out to Champagnie. Champagnie inside the Kornet. Kornet kicks it out. Carter Bryant to 3. Not an offensive player at all. Battle for the rebound. Hugporty and Kornet battling for it. Kolek helps, digs it out. Kolek bringing it down. They swing it out to Brunson. Brunson crosses over. Step back. Right wing 3. On that right wing. Oh, on that right wing. Jalen Brunson. You know it's going in. He don't miss those. Step back on the right wing. It's going in. Champagnie fires a half-court heave. Almost banks it in, but he can't get it to go down. And it is 102-93. The Knicks retake a 9-point lead here, entering the fourth quarter. Enter Jalen Brunson. Enter Victor Wembanyama. Ooh, brother. It will be a dogfight here in the fourth quarter. Here we go. Jalen lines it up. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Gigi said Snitch Thibodeau would have never utilized that challenge. Tom Thibodeau was pretty good at utilizing his challenges. Got to give him credit where credit is due. He was pretty good at utilizing his challenges there. The Fleas, Jay Bizzle. Jay Bizzle getting busy. David Haas Jr. said, Cap the clutch, showing why he should be MVP. A rough third quarter for Jalen Brunson there, but he dug it out at the end there, knocking down 2 straight threes to put the Knicks back up by 9. Big-time shots for JB. On a night where he's struggled outside of the first quarter. He got off to a good start. Since then, has struggled a bit with the perimeter pressure and the defense that the Spurs are applying. But he's Jalen Brunson, so he always finds a way. Nick Yak said Captain pulled out the quarter. He did. No, he did. 29-30. They got close, though. They got close to pulling out that quarter. The Knicks won the first quarter, 45-36. They won the second quarter, 28-27. But they lost the third quarter, 30-29, only by 1 point. So it didn't end up being as bad as it could have been. Primetime Idiot said they need OG back out there. They do, but I think I have a sneaky suspicion, and it's not all that sneaky because it's the way the game is played out. They're kind of saving OG Anunoby to guard Victor Wembanyama when he comes back in. Yak said Hugporty having a nice game. He's having a nice, impactful game, for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. Got to give him credit there. Did not have a great game. Actually had a really bad game against the Pelicans, but having a much better game here tonight. Jason said Denver still holding on just barely, though. We'll go around the league during the next timeout break. We'll go around the league. Here we go. Start of the fourth quarter, y'all. Throw 12 minutes on the clock. Knicks with a 9-point lead. May the best team win. David Osh Jr. said Tibbs didn't have this bench what Mike Brown has. He did have Tyler Kolek. He did have Kevin McCullough. He did have Ariel Hugporty. He didn't utilize any of them. Instead, he decided to play campaign like 7 minutes a night and run the starters into the ground so that they had nothing left in the conference finals against the Pacers. But, you know, he had options. Just didn't utilize any of them. We talked about it all last year. Big Rud said, okay, Knicks scored 19-8, and I'll be right. Ramo Trills, what's up, Rom? How's Clarkson game now? Clarkson has been really solid tonight. Been really solid. Really good game from Clarkson. All right, here comes Steph Castle bringing it down. Start of the fourth quarter. Brunson on the bench as usual. Towns in to start the fourth as usual. Castle down the lane. Fall-away jumper in the paint. Comes up short. Bridges with the rebound. Excellent defense from Kolek. Not giving him a lane of the basket. Forcing him to settle for the fall-away jumper. Can knock that down, but he doesn't there. And that's all. That's the best you can do is just force a tough shot, and he missed it. Wemby starts the fourth quarter. Towns has it up top, being guarded by Wemby. De'Aaron Fox comes from behind, picks his pocket. He's going to go all the way for the dunk. Bad possession there from the Knicks. Got to be cognizant with swiping the Fox out there. Go over to Towns. Towns hesitates from three. Almost gets pickpocketed again. Towns able to recover the loose ball, driving it down. Pass fake, kicks it out to Kolek. A bad pass. Kolek recovers it, but kicks it over to Anunoby. Pump fake, jab step. Pulls it out. Back up top to Kolek. Kolek. Cross-court pass to Clarkson. Right corner three for him. Quick catch and fire off the back rim. Can't get it to go. Wembanyama secures the rebound. Knicks have to be much, much more accurate with their passes. Kolek would have had an open look. Steph Castle down the lane. Can't get the reverse layup to go on the Euro step. Crazy athletic play, by the way. But he does draw the foul, so he'll go to the foul line for two. Nixon said Tibbs never had a bench because he doesn't use them. Yeah. Very fair criticism of Tom Thibodeau. Josie Dad said 140 should be enough. This was always going to be an offensive first game from the Knicks. Down three really good defenders. Down three of your best defenders, three of their most important defenders. Castle misses yet another free throw. It has been a rough night for Steph Castle. Ivakati Bedia, ball don't lie, man. Ball don't lie. Nick Yak said Clarkson up and down like always. Yeah, I think mostly up tonight, though. He's had some down moments, as most players do. But mostly up for Clarkson. He's been pretty damn good tonight. Castle does knock down the second free throw, at least. It knocks it to a 6-point game, 102-96. Under 11 to go. Kolek bringing it down, putting his head down, attacking, kicks it over to Anunoby, left corner three, in and out, stays out, battle for the rebound. Castle knocks it out. Wemby able to recover it. Wembanyama bringing it down. They swing it out. Keldon Johnson in transition to three over Bridges. He doesn't close out all the way, daring him to shoot. Wembanyama skies for an offensive rebound, though, loses the handle. Wemby goes down holding his knee. He's still down on the floor. They use a foul. Wemby goes down holding his knee. Wemby stays on the floor. He's saying he's okay, but in very clear pain. Castle went over to check on him, and Wemby said, I think Wemby said, if I'm reading lips correctly, I think he said, I'm okay. But now he's going to go off limping. He goes off on his own power. He got helped off. He's limping off the court. Very heavy limp, but unless he's not going to come out, no, he limps to the other side of the court, but he's going to try and stay in. You got to sub him out. No, now he's walking right back to the locker room. I think Wembanyama was telling the fans, nothing serious, I'm fine, but see the replay here? I don't know if I really want to look. Ooh, looks like a hyperextension. Unless it's more serious than that. Obviously, I'm not a doctor, but it looked like a hyperextension on the left knee. Could obviously be more serious than that. Did not look good, though. And Wemby's off the court. Okay, Kolek has it up top. Huge loss. Incredibly huge loss for the Spurs, obviously. Kolek, fall away, mid-range jumper. Tried to bank it in, can't get it to go. Cornette with the rebound. Hit ahead to Johnson. Johnson bringing it down the other way, being guarded by Bridges. Johnson gets it over to Cornette. Cornette gets it out to Castle. Castle coming to his right, down the lane. Tries to kick it out, but a foul on the Knicks. Tyler Kolek getting a little too handsy down there. Ivakati said it looked bad. It did look bad. No, they're calling on Jordan Clarkson. That's Clarkson's fourth foul. Not worried about Clarkson fouling out if that does happen. We'll be all right. Use them fouls up, big dog. Use them fouls up. Castle. And now a foul on Kolek, pushing off on Cornette. Cornette's just been hitting the deck all night long, man. I don't know if the Knicks are just like being very physical with him and knocking him over, or if Cornette's been taking these dives and flopping all over the place, but Cornette has spent a ton of time falling on the floor tonight. 102-96. Another foul on the Knicks here. Knicks will put themselves in the bonus very early here if they don't clean this foul situation up. They get it over to Olynyk. Olynyk being guarded by Anunoby. They get it over to Kornet. High post being guarded by Towns. They get it out to Fox. Fox hesitates from three, driving it down now, gets to the foul line. They kick it out to Olynyk. They run Olynyk off the line in the mid-range. Has nowhere to go. Kicks it over to Fox. Fox has to put it up. Good closeout from Bridges. Can't get the three to go. Battle for the loose ball. Bridges and Fox fighting for it. Bridges knocks the loose ball ahead to Clarkson at a two-handed slam. Excellent play from Bridges. Great leak out from Clarkson. And the Knicks back up by 8. Under 10 to go. Fox has it up top being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his right to get it over to Olynyk. Olynyk on the right wing up top to Fox. Fox coming to his left off the Kornet screen. Maneuvering his way in the paint. And another foul as Kornet hits the floor again. All right, so I'm just going to say Kornet's been flopping all over the place. I'm not keeping an eye on the Kornet plays, but you can't, as a 7-footer, be hitting the floor this often. You can't be doing that, man. My goodness, Kornet. Get up off the floor, big dog. Jeez Louise. Judge that said Kornet's a minus 28 tonight. Woof. My goodness. Also reminding people the leg button. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Just Dead. Said Scott said Luke Kornet, Spurs, best low post defender. Not having a rough night tonight. He is finding a way to bring value, though. He's picking up a lot of cheap fouls on the Knicks. Steph Castle down the lane trying to draw a foul. He doesn't get it. Kolek with the rebound. Home run pass to Clarkson, who leaks out yet again. And he gets the layup to go past Keldon Johnson. And the Knicks up by 10 and a full timeout from the Spurs. And Mikal Bridges and Tyler Kolek giving love to Jordan Clarkson right now. He's been phenomenal. Been phenomenal. You know, up and down with 17 points for Jordan Clarkson tonight. You know, I've often said, oh, man, I'm done with Jordan Clarkson. I'm off the bandwagon. Give Tyler Kolek all of Clarkson's minutes. This is why you have Jordan Clarkson. This is why you sign him in the offseason. For nights like this, where you need offense, where you know going in, we're going to win this game off of our offense. You need a guy like Jordan Clarkson to come in and not be bashful and just put shots up. Just put shots up. He got 17 points, taking him 15 shot attempts to get to those 17 points, but you needed every single point so far. You needed it. OG Rue, what's up, OG? And Angel A1's Roman, what's up, Angel? Looking good, ought to be in Hollywood, but we'll stay in New York. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We will stay in New York. Just that said 17 should be the new minimum for JC. Nah, that's a little too high. A little too high. 10. 10 is my minimum for JC to be impactful because that's really all he brings, right? Is the offense. So 10 is my minimum for JC off the bench. Need 10 from him on any given night. Anything more than that is icing on the cake for me. Bruce Fowler, what's up, Bruce? Wemby hits the deck an awful lot, more than Embiid. He doesn't seem built for that. I disagree with more than Embiid. And every single time you watch Embiid put the ball on the floor, he's on the floor. He falls to the floor looking for a foul. That's my conspiracy theory as to why Joel Embiid has dealt with as many injuries as he has, just hitting the floor as often as he does. As a 7-footer, that's just not healthy. Wembanyama falls to the floor a lot. I don't think it's off of flopping. I think it's because he's 7 foot, 52. This dude's ridiculously tall and can get knocked off bounds very easily. That's my opinion, though. Jonathan Morrow, what's up, John? Go JC. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Scott said, Spurs, Jeremy Sohan needs to be traded. He came in against the Jazz, and Spurs started losing and have trouble scoring. Yeah, he's, not good at anything right now. Just not good at anything, unfortunately, for the Spurs. Fortunately for other teams. But he seems like a draft miss. Very rare for the Spurs. Seems like a draft miss for them with Sohan. And Tigre, what's up, Tigre? Fungpei, what's up, Fungpei? I slapped you like because you know Wemby is not a masturbator. Nick Yak said Spurs ranked second and we are third with second chance. About to be second? Oh, in the rankings? Yes. About to be. Dom Anthony, what's up, Dom Anthony? Top heavy falls over. Yeah, I mean, he can be knocked off downs very easily. Wemby, because he's so tall. He's got long legs, high hips. Ivicati said, I've seen Embiid go right after players' injuries first game back. Yeah, we've seen it. Embiid's an incredibly dirty player. Incredibly dirty. Here we go, though. Spurs bringing it down. A little over 9 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Knicks holding on to an 8-point lead. 10-point lead. 106 to 96. But now, dumping it down low to Keldon Johnson. Getting post positioning on Jordan Clarkson. Just turns and knocks down an easy hook shot in the paint. And is back to an 8-point game. Kolek has it up top being guarded by Fox. Oleg coming to his left off a Towns screen. They get over to Towns. Towns up top. Hits Bridges cutting back door. Beautiful pass from Towns. Great cut from Bridges and an excellent finish. Knicks back up by 10. 108 to 98. 8:30 to go here in the fourth. Fox has it up top being guarded by Bridges. Fox directing traffic. Pulling out a set. Fox coming to his right. They get it over to Olynyk. Olynyk up top. Coming to his left. And they call a foul on OG Anunoby. Olynyk flopping for the foul there. And I think, are the Knicks are in the bonus? The Knicks are in the bonus. So 2 free throws. Or are they in the bonus now? I think they're in the bonus now. Mr. Nixon said, big men in today's men have to work with the pace of the game. I mean, the pace is incredibly fast, which is also part of the reason why you're seeing big men adapt to being more perimeter players, more perimeter-oriented than the slow-paced post game that we were used to back in the day. Olynyk knocks down the first one. They are in the bonus. The Knicks, putting the Spurs in the bonus with 8:30 to go in the fourth. A lot of silly ticky-tack fouls to start the fourth. Don't agree with all of them, but Olynyk misses the second free throw. Anunoby, good box out and rips a rebound away from Keldon Johnson. My goodness, OG. Here comes Kolek bringing it down the other way, being guarded by Fox. Coming to his left off the Town screen. Kolek has it up top. Being switched on to by Cornette. Trying to direct some traffic. They swing it out to Anunoby. Pump fakes. Drives to his right, down the lane. They kick it out to Kolek. Pump fakes. Down the lane, over to Anunoby. He pump fakes again. Blows past the defense and all the way down for an easy two-handed jam for OG Anunoby as the C's parted for OG. Nobody went up to contest that. No Wembanyama in the game now. And so the paint was wide open. They kick it out to Champagnie for a three, and Champagnie continues to destroy the Knicks from the three-point line. His shooting alone has helped keep the Spurs in this one tonight. Here comes Kolek bringing it down the other way. Kolek has it up top. They swing it out to Bridges, attacking the open space. Leaves it off for Towns. Extra pass to Anunoby. Left corner three, line me up. Too strong, can't get it to go. Long rebound. Keldon Johnson pulls it out. Hit ahead to Champagnie. Champagnie bringing it down. A pull-up three. He's feeling it. Champagnie continues to knock it down. My goodness. And a full timeout from the Knicks is back to 5. Champagnie has almost entirely, by himself, on his own shoulders, kept his team into it here tonight. Champagnie, we got to look at it. We have to look at this. Champagnie with what now? Julian Champagnie with 30 points. 9 for 14 from three-point range. All of his shots coming from the three-point line. My goodness, Champagnie. Jeez, man. My goodness, Champagnie. He is a plus 17 tonight. Crazy. Crazy. It's crazy you can see the starters all in the plus minus except for Fox. And then we go to their bench, everybody in the minus. Their bench has not helped them out one bit tonight. One bit. Raph said, I want the Spurs. Don't want to give up. Why don't the Spurs want to give up? The Flea said, disgusting. 9 threes for Champagnie. A career night for Champagnie for sure. Shooting out of his mind. Jaden said it's Captain Clutch time. I mean, 7.5 to go. Yeah, he comes in around the 8-minute mark, so he should be coming in now. Spurs franchise record, is it really? Do I have to look this up now? What is the Spurs franchise record for most made threes? Spurs franchise record, most made threes. Ginobili has it? No, that's career. I want per game. In one game. Jeez Louise, this is not Google AI. This is not the question I'm asking. I just want a simple answer. Spurs franchise most made threes in one game by one player. My goodness. Chuck Person hit 9. Yeah, ties the Spurs career high. Ties the Spurs franchise record. Ties the Spurs franchise record. Mr. Nixon said, put Deuce on Champagnie, lock him up. He's killing it. He is killing it. The last couple of he's made has been in transition. A lot of them he's made have been on loose ball situations where the Spurs have dug down an offensive rebound and swung it around to him. I think in the half court they're doing a pretty good job of not giving him open looks, but it's just on these loose ball situations. He's just continuously finds himself open. And at 6'8", he could rise up and shoot it. They have like Jalen Brunson on him, or even if they have Deuce McBride on him. 6'8", rise up and shoot over these guys. Here we go. Mike Brown calls the timeout and immediately comes out to talk to Tyler Kolek. Talking to Tyler Kolek, he's like, that's Julian Champagnie. Why are you backpedaling so much? If he wants to drive it to the rim, let him drive it to the rim. Right? Take the three-point shot away from him. So now Brunson's back in along with Clarkson, Bridges, Towns, and Anunoby. Brunson has it up top being guarded by Champagnie. Coming to his left, they swing it over to Bridges. Bridges on the left wing. Up top to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Champagnie. Jab step, driving down in the middle of the lane. Throws up the floater. JB got us to go. There you go, JB. Here comes De'Aaron Fox bringing it down. Knicks find themselves back up by 7, 112 to 105, approaching the halfway point here in the fourth quarter. Cornette has it up top. Hands it off to Fox, coming to his left. Fox driving it down in the lane. He throws up a floater, and he gets it to go down. Anything you can do, I can do better offense. Knicks and Spurs trading floaters there. Brunson bringing it down the other way. He has it up top being guarded by Champagnie. Actually, it looks like the Spurs are in a zone. Spurs are in a zone, a 2-3 zone here. They swing it over to Clarkson in the corner. Clarkson up top to Towns. Towns extra pass to Bridges. Now over to Anunoby. He pump fakes from 3. Blows past the defense down the lane. Tried to throw down a 2 in his lane, but a foul on Keldon Johnson. A tough fall from Anunoby, but he pops back up. He's going to go to the foul line for 2. 6:30 to go. Nixon said 2 more minutes before Captain Clutch takeoff. OG Anunoby at the foul line for 2. Just got to knock down her free throws. He was incredibly clutch the other night. And as I say that, he misses his first free throw. Come on, OG. Give us one. Give us at least one. Give us at least one from the foul line, baby. Give us at least one. All I'm asking for. Knicks up by 5. Give me one. Prince Jamia said, it's JC time. JC's been playing well tonight, man. I got to give him credit. Another good game against this Spurs team. OG Anunoby knocks down his second free throw. At least we'll take it. 6-point lead for the Knicks. And Fox will bring it down the other way. He's being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his left off a high Keldon Johnson screen. He gets into the lane, throws up another floater, and he rattles that one in as well. Now back to 4. 113, 109. Brunson gets it into Clarkson, and the Knicks will bring it down. And we are at the halfway point here. Brunson has it up top. Being guarded by Champagnie. I think they're in a high zone here for the Spurs. Brunson maneuvering his way down the paint. Gets caught in the paint. Kicks it out to Clarkson. An open right corner 3. Jordan Clarkson time, baby! Beautiful belief from Jalen Brunson to know Jordan Clarkson. He gonna knock this down. Great extra pass from Brunson to get it out to him. And great job by Clarkson knocking it down. Fox has it up top being guarded by Bridges. Knicks back up by 7. Fox maneuvering his way down into the paint again. Goes to another floater. Can't get it to go, but a foul, I believe, on Towns is going to send Fox to the foul line for 2. Don't love that. Scott said, I was at Spurs-Warriors game when Chuck Person hit the winning 3. Nice. Nice. Nixon said, next big bench breakout game is Dadier. Yeah, we need a Dadier game, man. Everyone has had a game. I think Jemison has had moments. Kolek has obviously had a game. McCullough had a game. Diawara's had a game. We need a Dadier game, man. Fox at the foul line, and he misses a free throw. We love when our opponents misses free throws. Every single time we love it. We'll never not love it. Never not love it. Ball don't lie, baby. The ball don't lie. .5:37 to go. Knicks up by 7. Fox at the foul line for 1 more after he missed the first free throw, but he does swish the second one. 6-point game, 116-110. Brunson bringing it down against Fox. Brunson hit ahead to Bridges. Bridges eating up the open space, dribbling it down. Kicks it back out to Brunson. A bad pass, but Brunson saves it. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Champagnie. Brunson coming to his left off the Bridges screen. Pocket pass to Bridges down the lane. They kick it out to Clarkson for another one. He pump fakes from 3, driving it down in the lane. Stops, pulls it back out. Shot clock winding down. He leans in, throws up the floater. Comes up short. Battle for the loose ball. Towns had it, lost it, knocked out of the air. And Champagnie pulls it away. Hit ahead to Fox. Fox bringing it down. Over the top pass to Champagnie. He's open for a 3, and he rattles it in. Somebody got to step up there. Clarkson, brother, you got to step up there. Champagnie has broken the record. 10 made threes for him tonight. My goodness. My goodness. Back to a 3-point game. Teddy Don said they want to trade baskets. You have to make that rotation, Clarkson. You have to make that rotation, big dog. Nixon said, watch it's coming, then watch Mitch hit for almost a triple-double. Please, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Set the the franchise record tonight. 10 made threes for Champagnie. Hopefully it's in a loss. He is now their leading scorer tonight. Wembanyama was the leading scorer. Now, obviously, Wemby is out, most likely for the remainder of the game. Champagnie now with 33 points. Brunson up top being guarded by Champagnie. Brunson coming to his left off a high Town screen. Tried to hit the bounce pass to Bridges. Gets picked off by Fox. A bad pass. Maybe it was a kickball to kick it out. Champagnie a three. Champagnie 11 made threes tonight. My goodness. He can't miss. And he ties it at 116. Brunson up top. They show a double team to get it over to Towns. Towns kicks it out. Bridges, a left wing three. He's open. In and out. Can't get it to go. Keldon Johnson with the rebound. Come on, fellas. Don't throw this one away. Fox bringing it down the other way. In and out dribble. Blows past the defense in the lane. Pump fakes, goes up and gets the easy layup to go. And the Spurs take a 2-point lead. 116 to 118. Full timeout from the New York Knicks. They needed it. David Osh Jr. said that's a horrible 3-point defense. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Shout out Jordan Clarkson. I'd put Deuce McBride in for Jordan Clarkson. I think Deuce McBride should have been in the game for Jordan Clarkson already. Scott said that is crazy. 11 made threes. 11 made threes is crazy. And it is bad defense. She just said Neesmith did it to them, now Julian. Yeah. I mean, at least Champagnie's missed some threes. At least he's 10 for 15. Neesmith was perfect, unfortunately. Two-point lead for the Spurs. 4 minutes to go. We've seen the Knicks be in this situation before. Can they pull this one out here in San Antonio yet again? B-Solo, NJ, what's up, B-Solo? I'm not nervous. We have them right where we want them. Yak said defense changed McBride and McCullough. McCullough remains on the bench. Clarkson remains in along with Brunson, Bridges. McBride is in for Anunoby along with Towns. Brunson gets it into Towns. Towns at the foul line. Inside pass to Clarkson. Back to Towns. Towns goes up. A lot of contact. Can't get the layup to go. Grabs his own offensive rebound. Flips up a righty hook. And he got it to go down. Okay, Towns ties it up at 118 here. Under 4 to go. Fox bringing it down the other way. We are entering clutch time, y'all. Fox has it up top. Being guarded by Bridges. Get over to Cornette. Cornette back to Fox. Fox down the lane, all the way to the basket. Lefty layup. Can't get it to go. Looking for a foul. He doesn't get it. No, a late foul call was called. A late foul call was called. Unless nobody heard the whistle, but everybody just kept playing. Fox will go to the foul line for 2. The Knicks have 1 challenge remaining. Obviously not going to use it there. Likely a foul. Fox will be at the foul line for 2. He knocks down the first one. Kwame Robinson, refs are throwing the game. So they show the replay there. Towns absolutely fouls him with the left hand on the off arm. Which is why Fox blew the layup to begin with. Fox knocks down both free throws. And the Spurs up by 2. Brunson bringing it down. A little full court press here from the Spurs. Little press. Trying to trap Brunson in the backcourt. They get it to Towns in the high post. He just turns and fires over Cornette. Throws up an air ball. And it goes out of bounds. What was that, brother? What was that? Whew. Close game alert. Thank you, ESPN. We're watching it. 120-118. Keldon Johnson bringing it down. I mean, if I was the Spurs, I'd continue to go to Fox. He's been unstoppable getting into the paint. They get over to Cornette, hands it off to Fox. They are going to him. Mid-range pull-up jumper over McBride. Got it to go. De'Aaron Fox has been unstoppable here in the clutch. He is also a former Clutch Player of the Award winner. He can also do these things. Brunson into Towns. Towns kicks it out to Clarkson. Extra pass. McBride, open left corner 3. Line me up, Deuce. Okay, we got a 3 from Big Deucey. We needed it. 122-121. Under 3 to go. De'Aaron Fox bringing it down against McBride. Coming to his left off a high Barnes screen, splits the defense down the lane against Towns. Scoop layup high off glass, can't get it to go. Kornet, the offensive rebound, gets the putback to go. Need somebody down there battling for the rebounds other than McBride and Brunson, the two shortest guys on the court. Brunson has it up top. 3-point lead for the Spurs, back to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Champagnie. Coming to his left, driving it down. Pump fakes, kicks it out. Bridges, wide open left corner three. Line me up, brother. Comes up short. Dog, you can't be any more open than that. Great pass from Brunson. They put 2 on him. You got to knock those down 2 minutes to go. You got to show that clutchness you got. I know you got it, Mikal. Barnes has it up top. Pass deflected. Bridges comes up clutch with the steal. There you go. McBride bringing it down. Blows past the defense. A pull-up long 2. A terrible shot, but he splashed it. He splashed it, but it's a pull-up 2. It's a pull-up 2. It's a 1-point game. A terrible shot. Full timeout from the Spurs. A terrible shot from Deuce McBride, but he got it to go down. If you're going to take bad shots, you better knock them down, and he knocked it down right there. Okay. 124, 123. Great defense from Bridges, talking about him needing to be clutch. He is a clutch defensive player, like OG Anunoby. Just destined 36, obviously a career high. Very much so a career high for Champagnie tonight. He's been phenomenal. Whew. Giles Austin said, Mike Brown is very familiar with the Aaron Fox clutch game. Yes, he is. He is. He was the coach that season. The Aaron Fox won the inaugural Clutch Player of the Year award. All right, here we go. Full timeout from the Spurs. Got a couple things we want to talk about. Both teams with 1 timeout remaining. It's a 1-point game, 124, 123. Daniel Dash said, I am nervous, Sheffy. This is why we play the games, man. This is why we play the games. Incredibly fun. Incredibly fun. Angel said, great game. Phenomenal game. Phenomenal game. Knicks need stops and scores. We got 2 minutes to go. You know the 5 coming out? Brunson, McBride, Bridges, Anunoby, and Towns. Here we go. Under 2 to go. I'm going to get rid of the game cast because we're watching on the Gotham Sports app, and it will spoil me. It will spoil us. I'm going to leave it like that. Fox has it up top, coming to his left off the double screen. They swing it out to Champagnie. Champagnie an open 3. Bridges, good closeout. Forces a miss. Anunoby with a rebound. Beautiful. Okay. Now you got to get a score. You got to take the lead here. Brunson bringing it down. Brunson being guarded by Fox. Brunson calling for a screen. Coming to his left. Champagnie switches onto him. Brunson's going to look the dance. Coming to his right. They lob it down low to Towns, being guarded by Keldon Johnson. They show a double team. Cross-court pass to Anunoby. Extra pass to Bridges. Extra pass to Brunson. Got knocked loose. Brunson pulls up on the right wing. Can't get that one to go. Battle for the loose ball rebound. Knocked out of bounds. They're going to give it to the Spurs. Wembanyama back on the bench, so he seems fine. He seems fine. I think Bismack Biyombo just looked at Wemby and was like, are you good? I think Wemby was like, I'm good. Fox has it up top being guarded by Anunoby. So that's good to see that Wemby's all right. We need him in the league, man. We need him healthy. Fox coming to his left, dancing with it against Anunoby. Fox puts up the jumper. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Kornet knocking the loose ball out to Barnes. Barnes has it up top. An offensive rebound allowed. We can't have those. Barnes has it up top. This is where you really miss Josh Hart. Barnes driving to his right, stops, turns, spins, all the way over Bridges, comes up short. Kornet, another offensive rebound, gets the layup and the foul. Towns, you have to keep Kornet off the glass, man. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. Kornet killing you right now. He's going to go to the foul line for one more. Knicks now down by 3 with Kornet. Can make it a double, a 2-possession game here. And if you're going to foul him, Towns, don't give him the and one. I was also saying Bismack Biyombo is retired, right? No, he's on the Spurs. He's on the Spurs. Towns fouls out. Okay, so that's why he didn't want to foul. But now he fouls out. Oh, Huck Porty's going to have to come in. Huck Porty, you better keep him off the glass, brother. Better keep him off the glass. I guess he doesn't foul out. He's still on the court. .49 seconds to go. Knicks going to have some clutch shooting here. Kornet is dripping sweat, man. It's like dripping off his hair. That's a dude working hard out there. Yeah, Towns walks off. Foul's out. 20.7 rebounds. You needed him to rebound tonight, man. You needed him to rebound. Fournette killing you at the end there. Looking like Mitchell Robinson out there. Fournette misses the shot, and a loose ball foul on the Knicks. A loose ball foul on the Knicks after Fournette missed the free throw. Keldon Johnson forcing the issue there. See the replay? Like, can you use a challenge here if you're Mike Brown? I don't know. I might have used my challenge there if I'm Mike Brown. I might have used the challenge there. Keldon Johnson knocks down the free throw. I might have used my challenge there just because there's a ton of contact both ways. Keldon Johnson's pushing off on Bridges. Clarkson's pushing off on Keldon Johnson. I might have used my challenge there just to use. I guess they only have one timeout remaining, so you don't want to use the timeout there. So that's why. Keldon Johnson rattles in both free throws. Brunson bringing it down against Fox. Brunson dancing with it, coming to his right. Crosses over, loses the handle. And a foul. No, a kick ball. Kick ball on Johnson. 40 seconds to go. Jason Towns got less rebounds than Triple J. I can't sometimes with him. Stat line looks good, but I wish we had some clutch gene in him a bit too. I mean, he does have a clutch gene, man, brother. Did you watch that Detroit series last year? He's got it. Yeah, I mean, they went up against a better rebounding team than Triple J did. 76ers not a good rebounding team. Brunson puts up the right wing three. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Battle for the loose ball. Ball knocked loose. Brunson picks it up, driving to his left. Stops, steps back. Fox hits the floor. Brunson puts it up, and he rattles it in. My goodness, JB. It's a 2-point game. Okay. Knicks have to go for the steal with 24 seconds remaining or foul right away. 24 seconds to go. And the Spurs use a timeout. Didn't expect Brunson to hit that three, though. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. I was fully expecting, like, okay, we're probably going to walk away with a loss. But okay. Okay. Daniel said, Cat is clutch in the year before versus Dallas. Yeah, he's clutch. He's clutch. Just that said Fox has 13 points on the fourth. I mean, he didn't win the clutch player of the year that year by accident. He does elevate his game in the fourth quarter. Chris Conson, let's hope they miss one. Yeah, it's a 2-point game. Who do you get it to? Who do you get it to? They have really good free throw shooters. They call the timeout. They're going to have the best free throw shooters in the game. Who do you get it to? Spurs out of timeout. They do have a foul to give. The Knicks don't. They've been in the bonus pretty much the entirety of the quarter. Nick Yak said Clarkson foul killing us. Yeah, that foul Keldon Johnson. Might have been a dagger. It might have been a dagger. But there's more than enough time with 24 seconds to go. You know, but at this point, they're not in charge of not entirely of their own destiny here because you need some misses. Now you need some misses from the Spurs. Fox, Cornette, Champagny, Harrison, Barnes. Barnes won't inbound it. Being guarded by McBride. They can go into the backcourt to get it. They get it into Keldon Johnson. They show a trap quickly. Now they foul Barnes. I think that's a foul on Clarkson, so that he should foul out. Barnes is an 81% foul shooter. 1 for 2 tonight. If there's anybody I would have fouled, they're all good free throw shooters. I'm good with Barnes. He's shooting 88% this year. Chris Content, I didn't know Barnes was on the Spurs. Gotta watch the Spurs, brother. Barnes is a big part of the Spurs this year. All right, so the Knicks need some luck on their side. They need Barnes to miss a free throw. Like I said, not in charge of their own destiny at this point of the game. Need to be reliant on some missed free throws from the Spurs here. 22 seconds to go, more than enough time. But Barnes at the foul line, looking very calm, cool, and collected. See? Let's see, HB, what you got for us? You want to give us a chance, Harrison Barnes? You want to give us a chance to force this overtime? Knocks down a perfect first free throw. Ice water in his veins. Got one more coming. Barnes has been here before, man. 33 years old, veteran. 2 perfect clutch free throws for Barnes. Knicks have to quickly push it down the other way. Put up a 3. Or you could try play the free throw game again if you can get an easy 2. Got to go quickly. Brunson a pull-up straightaway 3. Off the front rim, can't get it to go. Rebound for Johnson, and that should end it right there. Big job for the Spurs to pull this one out. Great job by them. He said, damn, it's okay. We played well regardless. Yeah. Look, once Wemby went down, I was like, okay, we got to pull this one out now. Got to pull this one out now with no Wemby to end the game. But I'm not going to lie. If Wemby was in there and Kornet was on the bench, we may have been able to pull it out because Kornet killed the Knicks at the end here. Absolutely destroyed them at the end there. Right? The Spurs win this game because Luke Kornet dominated Karl-Anthony Towns on the glass. Where the Spurs win it in the fourth here. Right? But look, we went into tonight knowing it was going to be an uphill battle with no Robinson, who's our best matchup for the Spurs, as Johnson knocks down two more free throws. Knowing it was going to be an uphill battle. Hit ahead to McBride. McBride bringing it down against Barnes, applying some pressure. McBride fires up a 3, trying to draw a foul. There is a foul called. David said, blame it on a horrible 3-point defense. You can blame it on that too. Once Champagne gets to like 7, 8 threes, it's like, hey, maybe we should not leave that guy and force him into 2s. You know? Like, stop letting those guys shoot 3s, man. Did they give McBride the foul? Looked like there wasn't much contact there from Barnes. McBride did the foul line for 3 free throws. Knocks down the first one. Color's going to come in. The Knicks still have 1 timeout remaining. But again, they're down by 6, now down by 5. McBride made the first one. Makes the second one. McBride with a 20-point night. Scott said Spurs play better with Luke. Luke is really good, man. Luke is really good. Very good rebounder as well. McBride's going to try and make it a 3-point game. They still have an opportunity here. Knocks down all 3 free throws. But free throws from Deuce. Knicks have to force a turnover here, or else we're playing the foul game again. They get it into Champagne. And a jump ball! A jump ball! The Knicks are not out of it yet, y'all. The Knicks are not out of it yet. Whew. 132, 129. Can the Knicks pull off this miracle here? Force this timeout, baby. Force this overtime. Knicks still have 1 timeout remaining. They can win this jump ball and call the timeout. McCullough versus Champagne. AP, very generous super chat yet again, AP. The Spurs win the tip. And now the Knicks foul. So that one will probably end it. AP said, choke artist trade Towns got beat by our old bench play. All right, AP. All right, they lost already. All right, they lost already. No need to beat them down. AP. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for your generous Very generous super chats tonight, AP. You know you don't have to do that, brother. You know I'll read your comments anyway. Scott said, I hope Spurs win. Spurs are on their way to winning tonight. Knicks needed to win that jump ball. They don't. Keldon Johnson back at the foul line. He's made a bunch of clutch free throws so far here in this fourth quarter. Knocks down yet another one, making it a 2-possession game. So he can miss this next one. And they should still be all right. Scott said, I think Luke won the title with the Celtics. Yeah, he won the title with the Celtics 2 years ago. The Celtics won it. GT Kevin Persade. What's up, Kev? Madrasi said, unfortunate time to take a loss, but hopefully good practice for later pressure. Sure, this doesn't define us. We can dominate them at our home. I mean, just the fact that the Knicks went in there as injured as they are and held the lead for the most part for majority of the game as Keldon Johnson knocks down 2 clutch free throws and a timeout from the Knicks. The Knicks held the lead for majority of the game. But Champagne caught fire. Knicks played some bad defense. Spurs took advantage of it. Cornette dominated Karl-Anthony Towns on the glass. You know, this is where missing Mitchell Robinson really hurts. This is where missing Josh Hart really hurts. Knicks got dominated on the boards yet again without both of those guys like they did against the Pelicans, and it came back to bite them here in the fourth quarter. Nixon said this loss sets up the campaign for us versus them in the finals. But the Spurs could also sit there and say, well, we didn't have Vassell tonight, and then Wembanyama went down in the third quarter, end of the third quarter, or fourth quarter, early fourth quarter, something like that. And so, you know, and the Knicks were holding a 9-point lead at the time, so Spurs have to feel really good about that victory, even against an injured Knicks team, especially once Victor Wembanyama went down. Spurs dug deep and pulled this one out. Knicks had a 9-point lead entering the fourth. Wembanyama goes out with an injury. Knicks should have been able to find a way to pull this one out, and the Spurs dug deep and pulled out the victory. Gigi said it wasn't even Julian's threes that killed us. Cornette did. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Gigi. I think it was more so Cornette dominating the boards, more so than Cornette dominating the boards more so than Champagne knocking down threes. Champagne knocking down threes got them back into the game. So that, you know, there's that as well. They both killed them. They both killed them. Knicks now down by 5, 134-129, 7 seconds to go, no timeouts remaining. They need a miracle. They need a miracle. Oleg will inbound it. They get it into McBride. Quickly turns and fires a 3. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Keldon Johnson with the rebound. Brunson steals it, heaves it up. Brunson got it to go. Brunson got it to go at the buzzer, and that'll end the game. Okay, he hit the 3. Crazy 3 out of the corner, but it ends 134-132. Cool. Great. Crazy finish. 134-132 ends up being the final. Unfortunately, the Knicks take a loss here tonight. They had everything set up for them to be able to pull out the victory, but unfortunately, Spurs caught fire from 3 in the fourth quarter with Champagne, and then Cornette dominated Karl-Anthony Towns on the glass. I can't emphasize enough how much Karl-Anthony Towns was dominated on the glass. 7 rebounds for Karl-Anthony Towns, 13 rebounds for Wemby, 9 rebounds off the bench for Cornette, 8 rebounds for Keldon Johnson. As a matter of fact, we can go to the team stats here. Go to the full box score now view. Field goal attempts. The Knicks won the possession battle. They made 22 threes tonight, and it wasn't enough. Spurs ended up with 14 made threes, but the Knicks made 8 more threes, and it wasn't enough. The Spurs got to the foul line 20 more times. Obviously, that number's a little bit juiced with the end of the game and the Knicks fouling intentionally, but they still got to the foul line, I'd say at least 10 more times than the Knicks did today. So the Knicks were definitely hacking and whacking, though, unfortunately. The rebounding battle, the Knicks lost it by 8. Not terrible, but still got beat up on the glass 48-40. 11 offensive rebounds for the Spurs. I would assume a lot of them in the fourth quarter there with Cornette. Montemona said, why keep resting Mitch? They rested Mitch because Mitch expressed a little bit of soreness in that foot-ankle area. And so they're not, okay, you're sore? You're sore in the foot-ankle? No need to push it. You're out. You're out until we clear it up. So he expressed that a while ago. Not a while ago, but a couple of days ago, and so the plan was, okay, you're going to sit these 2 games here, and, they planned that ahead. You're going to sit these 2 games. You're going to rest up. You're done for the rest of the road trip, and he will play. Mike Brown's already said he's fine, no setbacks, no, injury to report or anything, but he will play in one of the 2 back-to-back games we have coming up against Atlanta and Philly. He's still not going to play back-to-back games, but he'll play one of the 2 games. He'll be back. AB said, I'm getting tired of this Mitchell Robinson thing. How are you getting tired of it? What is there to get tired of? What is there to get tired of? Mitchell Robinson is not going to play 82 games. If you expected him to play 82 games, if you expected him to play 75 games, if you expected him to play 65 games, I got something to tell you. You had terrible expectations with him coming into the year. I don't know what to tell you. Mitchell Robinson will be healthy for the playoffs, and you will not remember that the Knicks lost to the Spurs on New Year's Eve. You will not remember that Mitchell Robinson didn't play that game, and that's why the Knicks lost. This is a non-thing to be upset about. AB said, play him or trade him? Brother, do you want to win a championship, AP? That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard for somebody who talks about how the Knicks should be solely focused on winning a championship, and yet you are mad that they didn't win a regular season game? Come on, AP, put the big boy pants on. Come on, big dog. Just that said, Mitch is a secret weapon. He is. He is. The Flea said 7 feet tall, getting $54 million, and you get 7 rebounds, Cat? Shameful. Normally I'd push back on that, but I do. Shameful is excessive. But I do think a really bad performance for him in regards to rebounding. You needed rebounds tonight. Out Josh Hart, out Mitchell Robinson. You're the best rebounder, right? Those are our 3 best rebounders: Towns, Robinson, and Josh Hart. And without Robinson and Josh Hart, Karl-Anthony Towns, we need you to get up on the glass. And I know it's difficult being the only really big out there. The Knicks did not go double bigs at all here tonight. But my goodness. Maybe they should have went double bigs. But at the same time, you have Champagnie out there raining down threes. So the Flea said Mitch grabbed 7 rebounds in 7 minutes. Angel said, gotta have thick skin. It's a long season. Yeah, look, man, they're going to take their lumps. They're going to take losses. They're going to lose games they probably shouldn't lose. They're going to win games. They've already done this. They've already won games that they shouldn't have won. Overall, they're on pace to having a great year. They ended up losing tonight. It is what it is. We walked into this game. I don't know about you guys. I shouldn't speak for you guys, but I should say I walked into this game expecting a close game but a loss. And guess what? We got a close game, and the Knicks ended up with a loss. Mostly because they're down really important key players. Can't continue to do that. Can't continue to do that and pull out these victories, especially when you go up against really good competition like the San Antonio Spurs on the road, right? This is the last game of their road trip. I'm sure there's some level of fatigue there. They have not had more than 1 day off in between these games since the Las Vegas trip. So, and now they have 1 day off and then going into a back-to-back situation. So it's not been great. It's not been great schedule-wise for the Knicks. They're trying to keep up. They're battling. They're 23-10. How can you have complaints about that, man? How can you have complaints about that? Just that said, as long as we beat the Cavs, then the Celtics, I'm happy. Fair. AB said, the only thing positive tonight in this game, now we're ahead of them in the draft. Now we're ahead of them in the draft? Brother, you're worried about the draft? Come on, AP. I thought this was championship or bust season, AP. We talking about draft status now? Come on, dog. Scott said, we got Spurs fans wanting Spurs to cut Devin Vassell, which is stupid also. There's no satisfying the whole fan base, Scott. There's no satisfying the whole fan base. We got Knicks fans talking about trade Mitchell Robinson as if he didn't save multiple playoff games for the Knicks last year, as if he didn't almost single-handedly beat the Spurs team for the Cup championship. Come on, y'all. Come on. Avy said they had a nice-sized lead and they coughed it up. It happens, brother. It happens. Not like they coughed it up to the Wizards. They coughed it up to a really good Spurs team. It happens. It happens, unfortunately. Avy said this team is never going to catch Detroit. Brother, Detroit has had mostly a cupcake schedule. We've gone through it, AP. We've gone through it. And we've gone through it. They have a much tougher second half schedule. The Knicks will be the 1 seed by the time the playoffs start. You are worried about standings too much, right? We are firmly into the season, so we can watch the standings now. We're not even at the halfway point. And you talking about the Knicks will never catch the Pistons in the standings. Brother, they're 2 games out. Two. Avy said, I need to find something. Fair. This Knicks team is too good. We have to nitpick. We have to find our reasons to not be happy. I get it. Lana Mona said, would have loved to end the year with a W. It is what it is. Yeah, that's really the most disappointing part. You're going to walk into the new year with a loss, unfortunately. But you have a back-to-back situation. You got Atlanta again. Kristaps Porzingis is back. And then you have, so that's going to be a tougher game with Kristaps Porzingis back. Atlanta's really good. They have their full slate of players now available to them. And then you have a back-to-back situation against Philadelphia again on the second night of a back-to-back. So Robinson coming back. Hopefully win both of those, but you're probably going to end up losing one of them again. Just that it took a guy to be a franchise record first for them to win. Fair. That's a good argument. It took Shane Penny knocking down 11 threes for them to pull out a 2-point victory over the Knicks. There's some solace in that, I guess. Maybe said this is a bad defensive team. This is a not very good defensive team, but you also have to look at the fact, AP, they're missing three really important defenders. They're missing 3 of them. It's hard for any team to overcome that. Amy Matru, what's up, Amy? The Knicks weren't terrible. They lost to a decent team. The Spurs are not a decent team. The Spurs are an excellent team. And we're in it the whole game, so I'll let this one go. Fair. Nixon said, we're still learning the new system. We good. Chill out. I don't know if they're still learning the new system. They look fine running the system at this point. Madrasi said, agree, Sheffy. First time in a while I haven't had to sweat a loss. We will come back stronger with rest. Hopefully. They've been on the road for a while now, about a week. They're going to end the year on the road. Now they get to go back home. But they do have a back-to-back situation. Thankfully, both games are at home. So, did we go over the box scores? Is there much to talk about in the loss? We know who played well. We know who didn't play well. But real quick, Anunoby ends with 9. Diawara with 6 points. He only played 6 minutes. Diawara got benched. Something he did got Mike Brown upset. So that's not great for him. Karl-Anthony Towns, 20 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 turnovers. Ended up fouling out in 33 minutes. He was a minus 15. Not great for him. Jalen Brunson with 29, 10 for 24 from the field, 5 for 12 from 3. 4 rebounds, 8 assists, only 1 turnover. How he continues to do all of this and not turn the ball over as a high-usage ball handler is crazy. Pretty crazy. Yabusele got 9 minutes tonight. I thought he wasn't bad. 2 points. Wasn't bad. He was a plus 15. Cool. Hug 46, 6 points in 14 minutes, 6 rebounds as well. I thought they could have gone to the double bigs tonight, especially to help clean up the glass, especially with Wembanyama out. I don't know, but that's just me. Jordan Clarkson, 20 points in 24 minutes. He's still bucket off the bench, 4 for 6 from 3. It's great. Kevin McCullough, 3 points. He knocked down a 3, 8 minutes for him, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. I thought he was good. In his 8 minutes. Deuce McBride, 26 minutes, 21 points for him. He was phenomenal off the bench. 7 for 12 from the field, 4 for 9 from three-point range, 3 boards, 2 assists, doing Deuce McBride things. Tyler Kolek in his 15 minutes, he hit a 3 boards, 6 assists for Tyler Kolek. Solid night. It just wasn't enough. You said the Spurs are a better team. Brother, the Knicks are missing 3 really important players. Maybe said they absolutely stink defensively. They don't. None of the stats back up that they absolutely stink defensively, brother. None of them. If you're missing 3 important defensive players, yeah, your defense is going to struggle. Duh, brother. Duh. It's a very bad loss. It's not a very bad loss, dog. Not at all. You know what's a very bad loss? Losing to Utah and then getting smoked by the Clippers and allowing Kawhi to go off for 55. Those are bad losses, right? Losing to the Spurs at San Antonio when you're missing 3 important role players is not a bad loss, dog. If this is a bad loss, then there technically is no good losses, and I guess you could say there is no good losses. But come on, man, what are we complaining about? Oda said, anyways, Happy New Year, Sheffy. Happy New Year, brother. Happy New Year. With that being said, we can go around the league real quick, check out what's going on with the rest of the NBA. But with that being said, we're going into overtime with Denver and Toronto. Okay, Toronto, you better pull that one out with no Jokic. I don't know what to tell you. Guys. Wizards, Bucks, locked in a tight one. Thunder blowing out the Blazers. Thunder on a little bit of a revenge tour after dropping a couple of losses there. But that's probably going to wrap up our night. Not much to talk about. We've seen the other games wrap up already. The Bulls beat the Pelicans. Coro season high, 24 points. Pelicans allowed a Coro to go off for 24. There you go. But I appreciate you guys on a holiday special here tonight yet again, New Year's Eve. I wish you guys a very prosperous 2026. I wish the Knicks a very prosperous 2026. Shout out to all of the channel members. We got the Fleas to add to the list. Appreciate you, Fleas. As always, brother, thank you for all of your support. We will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow, what game are we doing tomorrow? I don't even know. We got Rockets, Nets, Heat, Pistons. We might do Heat, Pistons. 76ers, Mavs, Celtics, Kings, Jazz, Clippers. All right, we'll do Heat, Pistons. We'll do Heat, Pistons. We'll watch that one. That one is in Detroit. They're back home after the West Coast road trip. So we'll do Heat, Pistons tomorrow. It's a 7 o'clock start time. We'll be live at 6:30 as usual. With that being said, we'll be back with the Knicks on Friday. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Happy New Year to everybody. Like I said, I wish you all a very prosperous 2026. 2026 is the year, y'all. It is the year. With that being said, thank you guys. I like shoes. Madrasi, Justice's dad, K. Hazy, Mayweather, AP, Jason, the Fleas, Amy Machua, Chi-Chi. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll catch you on the next one. Remember to brush teeth before bed. Stay hydrated. Good night, everybody. I'm out. Bye.